There you are. Hey, Jeremy, what's up, man? Mine's covered in dust. I figured, at 14-year-old, 14 years old. It's borderline retro at this point. I don't care what more it says. This isn't retro. How's it going, Montoya? How you doing? Yeah, let me know if game audio is okay. I find whenever I end up relaunching this, I tend to have weird issues where the device doesn't capture audio. How you gents doing? Long day of driving? You had an install somewhere far away? Swanton, how's it going? It is I. But yeah, I was messing around. I found an Xbox. I found this 360 today. I was out thrifting, just messing around, and it's like a Xbox S Slim or something like that. It only has like 4 gigs of hard drive space on it. I didn't realize that at the time. I tried to install GTA 5 on it. Did not have enough space, so I installed it onto a flash drive. And when I launched the game, it was having really ugly ass textures on it. So I'm wondering if there's an issue with it drawing data from the flash drive or what. Because man, it was just atrocious. I figure at some point this evening we'll probably go back to that. Oh, Alistair Dante's a. You just made me think I had a bigger audience. That's what you made me think. Uh, didn't realize the cutscene had it. I've been here since the beginning. So on the game box for Turok, I don't see a claims data anywhere on here. You got Touchstone, like the movie studio, and then Propaganda Games. So I'm not sure. Oh, snap. What type of 360 is it? Just wondering. Like an S or one of those? Yeah, if it came here, it would still have a nice home. I'll tell you that right now. It's like sending it to the farm. Am I supposed to talk to somebody? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. The government's after you. Keep you. Oh, nice. Gotta keep your eyes open and the government out. always find it interesting how like the whole anti-grav thing ends up being detrimental. Oh, the past were Metal Gear. You guys getting game audio okay? I remember when this came out. I was had like two roommates. Hey, John Rogers, up, man? I had two roommates, and I was like so stoked. I'm like, oh man, Turok's back! Hell yeah! Hadn't touched that since the N64. Now what? Let me go through here. Or, oh, there we go. Dear. What? Like, I remember this game being this dark. Oh. Once this came out, like either right before Gears of War or like right after. Yeah, the Xbox 360. I'm trying to think of games that like I really liked, and there's just a lot of titles that were continued from the original Xbox and PS2, where I'm just like, okay, yeah, those were good games. Like Modern Warfare, like those Call of Duty games are pretty good, but yeah, I can't say there's a lot of like 360 titles that immediately stand out in my mind. Like I hated Halo 3. Oh, jeez. I was playing Halo 4 earlier today, messing around on this Xbox. It wasn't too bad. But also, I was watching a Down the Rabbit Hole on Wings of Liberty. Or no, Wings of Redemption, sorry. And that just kind of like, I want to play my 360 again. I haven't touched that in forever. But John, how you doing tonight, man? Yeah. All right. graphics. Gears of War, Halo. God, I feel like that was about it on on the Xbox 360. Yeah, I never really got into the Fable series, to be honest with you. Yeah, I find Down the Rabbit Hole is pretty depressing. I don't know, I find it really intriguing. You have like big YouTubers like that, and they're just not really like in the right place mentally most of the time. Yeah. Oh, jeez. This is annoying. Oh, no iron sights. That's frustrating. Tonight I'm drinking Boggle, Boggle Red, Winemaker's Blend. Hmm. Yeah, Gears of War is the only other major 360 exclusive that stands out in my mind in terms of being like a definitive game for the. Change weapons. That. I have no idea what this. This is Turok, the reimagining of Turok Dinosaur Hunter from the N64. Man, this is a shooter. It's pretty rough. Also, I haven't touched FPSs on console in a long time. I'm Turok, we spot. Oh yeah, Peter Jackson's King Kong. But that also came out on I want to say it came out on 360, like original Xbox and PS2, didn't it? Hmm. I liked the Down the Rabbit Hole they did on the spoon No Antweiler spoon experiment. Thought that was pretty good. Oh yeah, Crackdown and Alan Wake. Never played Lost Odyssey. You heading to bed? Right. Good night. So I'm not familiar with Temple OS. Oh, jeez. Am I hitting the rock? No. This looked odd. Oh yeah, Viva Pinata, I remember that now. But, oh. Oh. Parker, watch out, one. Sorry, I see my dog is looking for a place to lay down. Alright, I'm up. Get up. Come on. Get up, come on. There we go. Yep, Seb Beatles, this is the new KFC dating sim. Am I supposed to run somewhere? Hmm. Oh yeah, Forza. There's also was it Project Gotham? Is that the actor who played Hellboy voicing that character right there? Oh, I do remember the Temple OS thing. Didn't Mr. Medicare do a video about that or something along those lines? I vaguely recall this story now. Oh yeah, I forget you can dual wield in this. And break his neck. Okay, there we go. Knife is just kind of adorable when they charge at you. Hmm. They just keep coming or what? There's a way to increase the gamma on this thing. Holy crap, it's dark. I think the last time I touched this game was like 2006. Well, I also have oh, whoops. I was reading the chat. I also have like a bright light right here in my face, so that probably doesn't help very much in terms of how I'm seeing the TV. Whoops. Getting mauled by a T-Rex. I'm too busy reading chat. Now, what is the difference between going left or right here? So I want to go. Mauled by a Velociraptor. Mauled by a T-Rex while reading the chat. Let's switch over to Halo 4 or something here in a minute. Oh god. Ah! Oh, we're taking a dump, yeah. So Elvis Presley went. Got the spray on this thing. I thought it would happen. Just based on the... Okay. Douchebag haircut the game. Get mauled by T-Rex. I think it was actually doing cocaine. I feel like I'm gonna get betrayed, if I remember correctly. Nope, never mind. Dude Bros vs. Dinosaur? God, that sounds like a movie that actually exists. It was a simple camping trip where they're gonna burrow out by a lake, but then they were fighting dinosaurs. I feel like the aiming mechanics in this game are just really clunky for whatever reason. There used to be that candy shop in Las Vegas that had Elvis. Yeah, there was some other crazy thing we used to get. He actually flew across the country to get it constantly. The reboot down play to rock. This one I remember putting the whole him being Native American thing front and center. Just let him murder all of them for me. Early 2000 Sean William Scott. Oh my god, I would pay for that. I'm gonna actually increase the brightness on my TV here really quick. Once I find where I put my stupid remote, there we go. That's better. There we go. Alrighty. I think they were. Yeah, he's kind of going randomly. I jumped down. Oh, you climb up here. Dang blasted compies. You guys ever read The Lost World? This thing's terrifying me in that book. So hitting a vine or something? Like, what was hurting me? See, I never really... Oh, the Jurassic Park books were good. Hey, Kevin Ball, what's up, man? Hey, Godzilla, how you doing, man? High quality console stream. Oh, I'm sorry, that's clearly a mistake, Kevin. I gotta definitely roll that back. God, this SMG is so lame as a weapon. Unless I'm old, you can't stay up to sleep. He's shooting at. Ooh, I wouldn't say this is competent game design. And it's not an awful game by any means, but it's also just not a very good game. Hmm. I didn't realize you're already going to bed, Godzilla. Thanks for dropping by, man. Just, it was, I remember this being buried pretty early on in the life of the 360. Like, it came out alongside, like, I think Gears of War, or at least in that same year. Like, I remember this was, like, I got this game back when, like, I was into, like, every game that came out, I had to go buy it, and it was all about staying up to date on that stuff, and then I just slowly stopped caring. Or, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah Kev's not going to bed. Drink some more wine. Remember when so many games used the Unreal Engine? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Unreal Engine is still pretty huge these days. But I think like one of the trademarks of the Unreal Engine felt like big shoulder pads and beefy necks. Oh, oh god, no, no. Ah, okay. Terrifying killers. I might switch games. I'm not really feeling Turok. That'd be more interesting. I recall it being better than it is, but yeah. In terms of how fast paced it would be. It almost kind of reminded me a lot of Pariah, a game that came out on the original Xbox. Yeah, I find the game like has like you go into like shadows or certain parts of the maps and it just goes dark and muddy. Then there are other parts that are kind of bright and vibrant like this, and I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate more of the game isn't vibrant like this. Yeah. Yeah, I love this game on N64. Just remember it as an average game. Yeah, I just remember like the thing I thought was cool with the N64 was just the environment of it was really neat. In terms of like gameplay, I don't recall it being particularly deep. An OLED. Man, I can't wait. Damn. You know, I've been trying to talk my wife into letting me get a 60 or 75 inch TV, and she is just not down for that much TV yet. One day she will. Hey, Colin, what's up, man? Short range. Colin, I've been telling you, man, you get bigger than a phone. Where'd that even come from? But I need... Oh, shit. But I need it, you understand? Yeah, I got a 55-inch TV right here in front of me. God, do you think I'm just like a borrower or something, man? Okay, you know, a game I always really enjoyed, freaking Killzone. Oh yeah, there we go. Game Room Xbox One X. Dreamcast is all you really need there, Godzilla. That's a good one there. Meant to be the poof and it wiped out. Ah, you know it's not my favorite. Come on. Dreamcast is seriously better. Wait, Gabber in here? Hey, Gabber, what's up, man? How you doing? Seen you in a while. Okay, yeah, Dreamcast VGA is fantastic. Really, you didn't hear that? Oh. Oh, don't forget about that 1080p that thing can do. Ooh, and I was playing Mr. Bones. I was not having a good time with that Godzilla. Hmm. Yeah, I have one of those. Yeah, I found Mr. Bones is a interesting title, but yeah, really wasn't feeling it though when I was playing it. I know there are some Mad Cat VMUs that are like 4 times the size but have tons of space on them. Easy, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, not too much on my side, man. Just kind of relaxing. Oh. Okay, I need to. The whole D-pad weapon switch thing was killing me there. Oh. Saturn also had a good boot sound. I mean, there's some decent things about the Saturn. My issue with the Saturn pertains mainly to the fact it just... I feel like Sega should have gone a different direction. Because what we got with the Saturn was ultimately like this reactionary mess that wasn't initially designed for 3D and things like that. So yeah, it had this kind of like more powerful architecture in theory that no one could really utilize. Oh yeah, Stubbs a Zombie. I'd love to have that back. Hey man, Martel, how's it going? No, we're playing it on 360. Yeah, Stubbs was that like retro future 50s game where you're a zombie salesman coming back from the grave. Oh, darn it. Jeez, everything you hit get. Missed him barely. Can you not kill that guy in front of us? Come on. I think my issue is I'm used to like a lot of console games having like a little bit of auto aim. And so like I'll fire, get my reticle close, and expect the game to do the rest of the work, and then I just end up dying. Yes, I will be at Portland for Game Expo this year. Thankfully, it all kind of worked out. Let's see here. Catch up in the chat here. Yes, this is totally the 32X version of this game. I think the mistake was having the 32X out more or less the same time. Yeah, the release time of the freaking 32X and Saturn is absolutely phenomenal considering, like, so the 32X dev kit showed up, and then immediately after that, the Saturn ones did. So it completely derailed any interest developers had in the 32X. And it wasn't like Sega of America had a choice in the 32X. It was actually mandated to them to develop it. So it just immediately divided the third-party community in terms of like what they should be working on. So not sure what res my DC is at. I have the... So VGA should be a 480p. Or like a 480i. Oh, sweet. Yeah, definitely, man. If you, I don't know if you have Twitter or anything like that easy, but just let me know, man. Definitely meet up. Definitely buy you a drink. Yeah, definitely. Like it was a nightmare to design for or develop games for the most part. And Sega really didn't do. They didn't do a lot in terms of supporting developers. Hey, your mom was hot. How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in forever. Pathway unclear. Too much grass. Oh, your Sega CD quit working? That sucks. Hello KFC top anime Colonel Sanders dating. Well, clearly they'll have RFID chips in the chicken that you can implement into the game titles. They give you more points with Colonel Senpai. Find my way to the facility. Okay. So I fought my way over here. Been better. My dad would say, "Oh, geez, how's he doing?" Why am I not drunk? Where's Jimmy? I don't know. I haven't seen Jimmy yet. What is my gamer score? Let's see. I have to log the menu, wouldn't I? Well, let's find out. That's some sad AI right there. It's back to me. So your dad got hit by a bus? Like, so is he doing alright for the most part, or? Oh man, I'm sorry. Is there any chance of recovery, or you think it's like a permanent thing? 50K, damn. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. But I mean, at least he's still around. That's a good thing he survived, though. Yeah, I only say that as someone who I lost my father at a young age, so I can kind of relate, but I can't necessarily relate to your situation. But I don't know. It's one of those things where if I'd had the choice, hmm, man. Sorry for your mom, man. That is a huge bummer. So I would much rather be fighting people because the dinosaurs are just they have crazy narrow silhouettes and they're just hard to hit. Yeah. Let's see, guys. I used to be the king of getting lost in games, and co-op games, the best friend will always be to come and get me to follow him. I check into the couch. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Colin. Based on the size I am in your phone, clearly I would lose my father physically. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh man. But serious props to your mom being able to resuscitate him though. Is she a nurse or something like that, or just like CPR certified? Like I've taken like Army combat lifesaver courses and some like very limited medical ones. I can't say I'd be that effective. You just now telling me I have a silencer? Ugh. Hmm. Yeah, it's a huge bummer losing a family member like that. Yeah, sorry was a little somber in that regard, but yeah. Like I had the misfortune of losing my father when I was around 7 years old, so Oh, they talked her through it? Oh, wow, okay. Well, still, I mean, the fact that she was able to keep her composure in that situation is, like, pretty impressive. Test accidentally killed the CPR dummy. Ooh. We just miss every shot there, shall I? Oh my god, Jimmy, there you are. Choose the Fomio Destructor. Jimmy, you should get on Skype and we should chit chat. Takajo has entered the chat. Yeah, you almost how old are you, man? Yeah, when I did my CPR training, we didn't do anything with smaller dummies. It was all like full size adult ones. In a few minutes, gotta go talk about Portland to book my trip. Oh hell yeah, man! Stay strong on the outside, but oh, oh man, that's even harder. For some reason, man, I always thought you were. Got the impression you were younger. But yeah, for that to happen when you're that old with your folks, that's rough. Hmm. Yeah, I did combat lifesaver CPR stuff, so it was like one of the bummies. Well, bummies. One of the dummies that just kind of sits there and bleeds until you like put a tourniquet and stuff on it. And, like limited CPR stuff. No, this game was not a launch game. It was this came out like I want to say like a year or two after. Can I open this or was this just a? Okay. This is burst fire. I'm gonna leave the silencer on. Am I supposed to hang out in here or do I? Looks like I'm at the MG facility, their objective. So where do you want me to go now? Okay. Shit, Halo clone. Yeah. Yeah. Zero. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect Dark Zero. That was a launch game. Yeah. Yeah, Call of Duty 2. Or, yes, that was Call of Duty 2 was like a launch title for this. I can imagine that not being easy. Oh. you just looked like another wall. Oh yeah, Condemned. I tried to Halo melee him. I didn't really, Is there melee? I don't think there is in this version. Oh! They get grenades already, huh? Nice. Oh, yeah, cameo was. Also, oh, you get the Rampage one from Walmart? Nice. I bought it when I was stuck doing training crap in Missouri last year. So I bought like a whole bunch of freaking shirts from the Walmart that were next to the base because I had nothing better to do with my time. Well, I'm going to refill my wine, guys. I'll be right back. Enjoy a title screen for a sec. I'll be right back, guys. Alright. Sorry about that. I actually do not have Gears of War. Let's see. So let me tell you what games I got out here right now. Got Kane and Lynch, a game I regret buying constantly. Turok, we got The Darkness. That is not the band. We got Assassin's Creed. We got Dark Souls. We got Dead Rising, Command & Conquer 3, GTA 5, and Halo 4. Yeah, I don't know. The reason why I regret Kane and Lynch, I thought it would be just an exponentially better game because it was made by the guys who did Hitman and all that. I don't know. I was expecting something entirely different than what I got. But Gabber, I know you have the Patreon thing, so let me know of those I read off that you'd want to see. All the best games of the 360. Yeah, the GTA 5 one should be interesting because I installed it to a flash drive, and the textures look really awful. So I'm kind of curious about how that game actually looks. It would look like we're playing on like a low-end PC, I think. Oh man, I bet the controls are awful, but freaking, I love Command & Conquer though. And the fact that they even revisited like freaking Red Alert at all. Oh really? Thought you were dead. It annoys me that I don't have like a clip readout or magazine readout. You just watched your buddy die, and you turned around and just slowly went up the stairs. Okay. Dealing with some impeccable AI here. Okay, around headshot him. So I also have I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but unfortunately the disc is really badly scratched, and will only like partially load the game. Oh yeah, gun was good. I remember this game being a lot more impressive, but then again, back in 2006, 2007, when this game came out, I think my perspective was, oh my god, this game looks amazing on a next-gen console in comparison to the N64 game. So I think I just had really lowered expectations for the time period. I still feel like LA Noire is probably one of the only facial capture games that actually did their thing. Or at least did that as a game mechanic. Give it a game for you. Oh yeah, Yuri's a factor in mid-sense. See, Kane Lynch, the first game in the series, seeing where hardcore fans hate the games. Ooh, I don't know. Like, so Godzilla, when you played Kane and Lynch 2, like, so when I bought it for PC, they hadn't implemented. You couldn't turn off the camera shake because they were doing that whole thing where, like, the entire idea was a guy with a camcorder was following you, and you literally couldn't turn it off. So it gave me like a perpetual headache when I was playing that game. And a lot of stuff doesn't bother me, but Kane and Lynch 2, for whatever reason, just was melting my brain. I always have headaches, it doesn't matter. Uh, I got way darker. freaking strange. I remember that one. That was like a huge deal. Cause like, yeah, we motion capped this entire like Hong Kong film, kung fu style movie into a game, like John Woo inspired or whatever. Okay, so apparently that's not the way to go. Yeah, I've always got that feeling that in Kane and Lynch there was a copying factor there between that aspect of GTA 5 and Kane and Lynch. Oh, I got a lucky headshot on him. All right. These weapons have like next to no recoil for whatever reason. Yeah, yeah, they got rid of that. I remember like when I first played Kane and Lynch 2, the shaky cam option was perpetually locked on. You could not turn it off until they released that patch. And there was so many things I hated about Kane and Lynch 2, like the way the weapon sights worked in that game were like completely they were just gigantic suggestion boxes as to where the bullets would go. And so it was just like the most frustrating gaming experience I've had in a long time. I'm trying to think of a gaming experience I've had that's like that was worse than Kane and Lynch 2, and I really can't think of many or any other options at this point. But actually, no. Anne McCraffy's Freedom First Resistance was a pretty. Ooh, that guy popped out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, but yeah. Oh, Fear, yeah. Fear was a good series. Oh yeah, Bouncer. I don't even know what Kane and Lynch 2 or Kane and Lynch is. Just a third-person shooter from this generation of games. There was a whole controversy about it too, where like this one game writer, it was really funny. Well, not, I guess, funny in the sense that he had written an honest review about the game, and he's like 70%. This is not a good game. And then that like review score was plastered all over the internet with like this gigantic feeling of pride from the game developers. And so they fired him for it because he just thought it was like, it's not a good game. And so like it was this whole thing that like brought out the first initial case of game critics game critic companies not having integrity. Just did nothing wrong. Hey, you ready to jump on Skype, man? Let me grab Jimmy into this. Hang on. Hey, hey.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there are no ladies in the chat, I'm sure. Just here to piss off Jeremy Dixon, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes, yeah. So what's up? Just playing some 360.
Yeah,
which
I
is,
was sitting there thinking that I went thrifting today.
system.
I went thrifting today and I found a 360 for not too much with like an included whatever the Connect thing is and 2 controllers and a charging dock for them. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'll buy it because my other one is just dying basically. So I was like, might as well. And
all right, yeah. Now's the time too. Everything's real cheap. I'm thinking that generation.
Yeah, so I just thought like, I'll do it.
And maybe pick up some games that you didn't play through the first time around. And
Hmm. Well, yeah, there's some
um,
like it's like, and the sad thing is, I'm like, yeah, I might as well collect for some of the stuff now because it's just next to impossible to find any other
oh
actual retro stuff right now.
yeah, maybe go there before GameStop goes out of business, and or they start just throwing away all the box art for their 360 games like they did with PS2. Which, fuck that
Oh
stupid store.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or the like, well, I thought they were changing everything to gaming lounges now.
I don't even. I don't know. I see clickbait titles and I just read the title. I'm like, okay, I don't care. So
I'm just
I see 5 or 6 YouTube people. I find which channels I need to block. So that's all that answered for me. What is this game, by the way?
that's just Turok.
Oh, okay, I thought I saw dinosaurs earlier when you were streaming. So
Ah, okay. I might switch to a different game now. That's frustrating.
I gotta catch up on the stream. But I see, yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
did.
901
I
says
love the
360
360.
is the best.
Yeah, that was my like I always say that was my system of choice even when I was living in Japan and the great was it Gen 7 console wars were going on
Yeah,
and everything was
switching.
on PS3
So let's take
except
some
for all the good
Turok out
games.
here. Switch to something else.
All right,
Let's see. What is my gamer score? Yeah, let's see here. 5,240. So probably not good. I don't know.
that is terrible and that's you should be proud of yourself though
Yeah.
because I got addicted to that stuff and I was 100%ing a ton of games for no reason.
Ooh, I had the game box on the fan on this thing, and it's crazy hot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, this system's 14 years old.
Hmm.
It's even weirder. I guess it's still who's broke? Who now?
Trying to take a look and see what my gamer score was.
One is
Oh my
compatible with
lord.
360. Yeah, that is pretty cool. It actually is reverse compatible with those. Is the PS4 reverse compatible with PS3 or? Yeah,
No,
yeah.
nothing.
I made Jihad Joe back in that was my Xbox name back in like when I created it in like 2005.
There's that
So,
Tonka
oh,
Joe connection.
zero. Yeah, I haven't had Xbox Live in probably 7 years.
Yeah, me neither. Xbox.com. Like, let me take a look. Oh, I'm looking at my little avatar. It's when I had hair.
Oh,
It actually looked like I used to. When I have that good-looking young avatar.
yeah,
All right,
you
let's
still
take
look
a.
like a very young, Tojo.
Yeah, right. I had to get new glasses because I haven't had new ones in like 4 years, and I thought about getting the Tojos, the real round.
You could rock the shit out of this.
I might go back and get it then. I might have to like cosplay as Tojo in
That would.
Portland.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
The retro gaming dictator. The Famicommy was one of the names I was gonna say. Oh, that'd be a fun little stupid one-off thing for these YouTuber fucks, but you know how it is. Yeah, I think I'm like almost at like 100,000 gamer score,
Oh, nice.
which is I don't know. Maybe it's between 75 to 100,000. I remember. I didn't
That's
play Avatar: The Last Airbender or My Horse and Me 2. Those were some of the. You know who used to be addicted to that shit, and he overcame was Matt Ezero, the LJN Defender.
Oh,
Back before he changed his life around, he was an alcoholic. I don't want to get too into it, but he gave up alcoholism and he's a vegan now.
and
So that's why everybody thought he was dying of cancer because he's like real thin.
so he is that why he thought Sonic Forces was a good game?
Which game? Sonic Forces.
Did he make that when he was
Even
before or
better
after?
than
Before or
Sonic
after he was an
Mania.
alcoholic?
Oh, Robert
Yeah.
hopping in with $5. Got five
Oh,
on it, baby.
Robert, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I've not seen GTA 5 on the 360, but any of those games, pretty good. Oh, easy with 9.99. What's
Oh,
up?
hey, thanks,
That's
Easy.
just you're contributing to the beer money for
Yeah,
Portland.
yeah. It was
Thank you,
funny.
sir.
I loaded this earlier. I actually had to install. Like, I plugged in a flash drive to this Xbox. It only has like 4 gigs of hard drive space, so it couldn't actually
Oh,
handle all of handle all of GTA 5.
oh my God.
I need to shoot this guy.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Aim at a target. Maybe you're just trying to get them to
Oh,
squirm
okay.
around,
Ah, gotcha.
move around, and open doors and shit.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, Godzilla 73 with 0 cents. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
That's good. We shouldn't be drinking. It's bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta figure out the days though. I was gonna buy my Portland ticket. I tried to go buy a ticket for the actual convention, but they were giving me some horseshit about let's text you the ticket, go green, or call in. I'm like, what the hell does that even mean?
Oh, I should probably buy mine. It might actually be. I doubt it'll
It's
be
like
sold out.
$5 cheaper, but that's not gonna be sold out.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna show up. Last time they just emailed me my ticket and I just printed it out.
What am
And I was like,
I? What am I doing right now? Okay. Oh.
there you go. Bring up the phone. I guess you got to call somebody.
Detonate. There we go. This game looks so good on. I thought this game on PS3 looked really sharp. Because I remember playing this. This came out in 2013, right?
Somewhere around there, sure.
Because I remember like I bought this game like right before I went to basic train. No, I rented it right before I went to basic training on the PS3, and like beat it like a little bit before I left for training.
Okay. Yeah, the last one I played through was 4, and I loved 4. So I hated it at first because it was just kind of more, I don't want to say realistic feeling than San Andreas,
Hmm.
but it was a little bit more realistic. It was harder. You couldn't just fuck around as much. So I at first I didn't like that, but then I came to appreciate, and especially the DLC. Not really Lost in the Damned, but the Ballad of Gay Tony. That was a really fun one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of brought back that kind of humorous GTA San Andreas kind of vibe. But yeah, I still remember playing that game like it was a couple years ago. So that's how out of the loop I am with these games.
Switch to hold.
Yeah, Godzilla, I do agree.
Hmm.
Lost in the Damned was a little disappointing, but it all came together. And Canadian currency, bunch of leaves for leaves.
How do I run?
Yeah,
this
San
game?
Andreas is awesome.
How do I run? Oh, A. There we go.
Yeah. Godzilla was asking if you ever played Headhunter for the Dreamcast.
No, I haven't
I
played
think
that
there's
one
a
actually.
PS2 version as well, but yeah. That was one of those late Dreamcast games that I don't think the US got a
Okay.
release. I think it was PAL only. I don't know. Robert
where,
Hope.
Sorry, I remember playing this game on the online version where you could, if you yelled into your Xbox Live mic, you could rob places faster.
Or your Connect, which you have, so
Oh, I can do that too.
you can use your hand gestures to give them threatening. I don't know if you can do that or not, but I just remember that Steel Battalion for the Xbox 360 was
Oh,
the
yeah.
disaster everybody thought it would be. No finger tracking. What were they thinking? I still blame the Connect for fucking Rare. Rareware. It became the Connect Sports Company. for the
Oh,
longest time.
yeah.
Yeah, got GTA 5 and at was it Grove Street, that fake California. I think what I really liked about San Andreas as well was you could like get your character real buff or real fat. That was kind of neat.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also a little scene where you fly to Liberty City for like one mission. That was pretty badass. Yeah, my CJ was always like fucking pumped up. I used the bicycle a lot, so his calves were fucking on point. His glutes were just Maximus, you know.
Oh yeah. I don't think I ever. I never really played San Andreas. I played a crap ton of GTA 3. Kind of skipped San Andreas, played some Vice City, and then went into GTA 4.
Okay. Yeah, San Andreas. I mean, they've re-released that a million times, but that's definitely worth playing through.
Yeah.
Fucking Big Smoke. Samuel L. Jackson was one of the cops too. That was kind of a big deal back then.
Oh, you have an actual, like a legitimate actor in a video game.
Right. In a fucking Grand Theft Auto game. I mean, Vice City did it with like Ray Liotta and some other people, but it wasn't like the big spectacle because there was
Mm.
a lot of it was like was it Young Melee was the voice of CJ, who's a complete meme for the kids these days, right? But yeah, they had some good shit in that. Good music too.
Hmm.
Yeah, some GTA Liberty City location haters here.
Oh, apparently that gets you on top of the car.
You know?
I found a lot of the Grand Theft Auto games had pretty good voice acting.
Yeah, I think even 3 for PS2, minus the main character who never speaks, but
Mm.
it was like that kind of generic. A lot of the characters had that like Sopranos sounding kind of tough guy Italian shit, and there was Chinatown. Those are always fun.
You can see my dog's head in the lower corner. She's just panting, looking at me.
Oh, yeah.
You can see her right there.
She's wondering what you're doing to yourself.
She's like, why are you doing this? Oh, I should probably keep driving.
Yeah, and a lot of people loved Vice City, but a lot of people didn't really like it. I think I can appreciate it now, but back when it came out, I just wasn't that interested. I know that they had some cool new features like shooting people's heads off, and they kind of goof around, but I don't know. It's got that
Ah,
cool 80s. You don't like Scarface though, right, Ian?
uh, I think Scarface is overrated, but it's not a terrible movie.
Okay. I remember having a conversation where it sounded like you hated Scarface, and I tried to forget it, but it keeps me up at night. So okay, I'm glad to hear.
No, I wouldn't say it's like a bad movie. I just thought it was, hey, Caffeine Tigers, how's it going, man?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, no, not a bad movie. I just wouldn't say it's like the amazing film people make it out to be. I think just for the time when it came out, people just weren't ready for that level of like violence and
No,
sadistic
because
nature.
people were pissed when that movie came. Like all those Hollywood actors were pissed at Pacino for being in that movie.
Hmm.
Ever seen Heat? Heat, of course, with some of the greatest
Heat
gun
Heat in
sounds,
terms
Michael
of
Mann
like
movies.
a well put together like like fight scenes and like gun fight scenes. I think Heat is probably one of the best films ever made in that regard.
Yeah, you know what's good too is a Collateral. Same, I think it's Michael Mann, right?
Yeah, Mike.
With Tom
Yeah, okay,
Cruise. He
yeah.
was a badass
That
in
one,
that
like, I
movie.
think, remember Tom Cruise, like, the whole lead up to that film was just tons of him training with military shooters.
Yeah, it was. There's that one scene where Jamie Foxx is like trying to get help when Tom Cruise is killing this guy in his apartment or whatever, right? Or his condo because he's a rich dude. And he tries to get the help and he's honking his horn. These guys come, they rob him and take fucking the briefcase. And then Tom Cruise is like, "Hey homie, that my briefcase?" And he's like, "Yeah, bitch, what? Give me your wallet." And he just comes and pops these motherfuckers. It's like really, it's pretty intense.
Hmm.
Good sounding. It's in an alleyway. It sounds like a real. They sound like real guns. I guess they record the actual sounds or something. But
Hmm.
good shit. Scarface is the Joker of the '80s. Yeah, I don't know why people are so pissed off at Joker. I'm gonna probably watch that next
Oh,
Friday.
yeah. Someone, like, people were tweeting at me going, like, hey, is it true the military is briefing about how dangerous incels are going to be at this movie?
It's probably some sensationalized
And
bullshit. It's probably like one little branch somewhere. Somebody's
yeah, I think,
reading too much Reddit.
and I
You're like,
just,
oh god, I gotta let the troops know.
So I must have missed that particular brief that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really go to the movies much, but I just saw Us yesterday. It just finally came out in Japan like a couple weeks ago. That's the Jordan
Us.
Peele movie, Us.
Oh, that I haven't watched that one yet.
That's pretty good. I liked it. Even though I already knew what the twist was because I watched half in the back.
Mm,
So kind of, but I still, even knowing what happens, I was like, oh, it's good. Really
yeah.
enjoyed it. Pretty badass. Uh-oh. Jeremy Dixon's getting on the bad list. You're already on the bad list, buddy.
That was pretty lame.
Hughes was pretty lame, bro.
Godzilla, I did not like Us.
The U.S.? What are you, anti-American? Get the fuck out of this stream.
What do you need? Not Team America? What's going on here, bro?
The America, the world police here. You need to see your license and registration.
Hey, Genovi, what's up, man?
Oh, it's Genovi. I gotta talk to Genovi.
You can think of one or two on YouTube.
Jump on the stream if he's not in bed with his wife sleeping.
Yeah, that sleeping bullcrap.
All right, Jeremy Dixon, you knew the twist right away. Which twist? Because there's one twist where it's just like, what? But, is there much of a difference between incel and MGTOW? I think so. I think MGTOWs could actually, a lot of them were getting laid or could get laid, and incels are just these pasty little kind of pathetic dudes.
I thought incels
Not all,
were. I
like
thought they were the people that
95%.
they were celibate by choice. I thought that's what incels were.
Involuntary celibate. So they want to get pussy, but they just don't work at it, man. They think that I could do a stream here on YouTube on Xbox 360 and I can get all the pussy. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
Pasty. Well, I see some pasty brothers.
Yeah.
You seen Ashy Larry, Godzilla? Oh, been working in Phoenix. All right.
Pasty is racist.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
Who, me? I'm just sorry, I'm just a loose cannon, I guess. Can't call people pasty no more. You can't call people stupid either. There's also a campaign to say you can't use the word crazy anymore because it's offensive to mentally ill. Get the fuck out of here, you crazy bitch. I don't want to hear that shit. Yep. Yep. You look at Black Reddit. I don't even know what that is, but cool. Yeah, I think there are a lot of. Could go back to MGTOW and because Caffeinated Tigers doesn't know the difference. There's a lot of overlap with MGTOW and Incel. Just pay them no mind.
Yeah, I really. I don't know much of anything about either community, so I'm like, I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
Berated once for using moron. Well, I know moron used to be an intellect or an intellect. What was the word I'm looking for? Moron was actually on the intellect chart in terms of where you would rate people.
Oh, their intelligence. Okay.
Yeah. So they've since changed it. But yeah.
Yeah. No, Genovi's right. No more okay motioning with your hand, and no more punch game. You can't use the okay symbol. People really just grab for things.
Mm.
I remember back in the day when it was fun though, when they had all those look at all these Illuminati symbols like George W. Bush and Barack Obama and all these world leaders. They have that little kind of rock on type of thing. It's it's like a evil demon marker. You know what I'm talking about? You touch your thumb with your middle finger and your index or your ring, and you raise up your that little fucking rock the fucking Just Too Sweet NWO. Everyone's doing that symbol. Oh, look at all these devil worshippers. Yeah. Then they became lizard people. I remember the fun days of the internet, where people didn't take things too serious, and the ones that did, you didn't know if they did or not.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's yeah. Trying to think of No, I got nothing.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, my last that last little hit of wine just put me right over the top. I'm feeling really good.
You're looking very mellow.
Yeah, I'm enjoying life right now. But Genovi, are you have a microphone, or are you still out and about working?
He said he's in Phoenix, but
yeah, Phoenix, yeah. Drink more, yeah. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, last time I played this game was like 2013-ish.
Dang, man. That's when you beat it, right?
Yeah,
Or
so I beat it like before doing basic training and all that. I'm like, all right. And this game kind of like I wouldn't say it like blew my mind, but it definitely it raised the bar in terms of like how open world narrative story games can be conducted.
hmm. Let's see. Genovi's saying that I know somebody, not in a friendly way, that he thinks of when he hears incel. Oh, I don't know. I'm friendly with everybody, I thought, but
Yeah, Jimmy, you tend to be you what's the word? You bridge the gap.
yeah, because I'm a villain for everybody to come together to
Well,
be
and the
against.
funny
I
thing is
stand
like
against this guy.
your videos make you seem like such a wholesome and sweet guy, and then
I am though. That's the thing. I'm just right now I'm just trying
but
hard
then
not to
then
be
then I talk to you on stream and you're just so real.
always so real, baby. Yeah, so real. That's a term for like this guy is a fucking loony, Looney Tune.
No.
Or I gotta. It could be like yeah, hell, like I gotta watch out for my YouTube career. Can't be inviting this guy on my streams no
No, I
more.
can't have you on there. Wait, did you
But
so
I'll be right back
Yahel and
with the
Alex figured out
door real
apparently you
quick.
can do wait, were you there for the end of that one? Or they figured out how to
I'll.
do with whatever this emulation program you can use where it actually you can broadcast your controller inputs.
That's kind of cool. Hold on a second. I gotta go to the door real quick. It's kind of ringing. So
Oh, sure.
be right back.
See you then. Oh, whoops, hit that guy. What, Barca? What? But yeah, to say like this game is still damn solid for a game that came out in 2013. Doesn't necessarily no, that didn't come out right. It's still very much. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Very much a modern title in that regard, in terms of like it's just that good. I feel like they could have just driven like normal humans and not had this problem. Oh, God. Yeah, Parsec. Thank you, Genovic. Barca, stop. But it's kind of nuts that the. Oh, geez. That's.
All right. So I had to go grab a package, and I had to pay for it.
You had to pay
It's
for a package on the door?
cash on delivery. Yeah, it's still a popular service here. $8 though. That's not that
Like,
bad.
so someone mails you a box and you pay for the box?
You just pay for the shipping when it comes. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's
like
not
the no
terrible.
CODs.
That just does it require you to be home to get the box though?
I mean, if you're not home, then they'll just leave you a notice and say, "Hey, schedule it for the time you like," or if you know the location, you can try to pick it up.
Hmm.
Dick said I did not pay in 1 yen coins. You know what? The one time I did pay for something in 1 yen coins is because it was all I had because I was super poor. I went to a convenience store and got like maybe my last drinks and meals for the month, and all I had was like a bunch of 1 yen coins that I've been saving over like a year and a half, and because I wasn't using them, the guy was pissed. He kept like it was out of it was like like when the face comes out down and the true character comes out for Japanese people. He was bitching the whole time. Fucking like he was like, I can't believe I have to fucking count. He had to pull out this little like plastic mold where you can like put the coins in and count how much because he just was getting so pissed off of counting them all. It was like a few hundred. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but.
Oh yeah, Tigers. Oh sorry, sorry.
Oh yeah, go.
Tigers. Yeah, I saw you were going to be on Twitch today. At one point, I was trying to drop by. I guess didn't make the time, unfortunately.
Face for radio and voice for silent films.
Oh no.
I was wondering who did those.
Dude, does the army have anti-incel snipers that spot fedoras? Yeah, that's a class you go to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you see how well they took care of those fucking Naruto cosplayers at Area 51. I'm sure you guys have good tech. You can deal with the Redditors, the Channers.
Yeah, Tigers. Unfortunately, you started streaming around the time I tried to put my daughter down for the night. So it's usually just like an hour some odd long battle of me trying to get my daughter to go to sleep. It's like go to bed, and she makes up some bullshit about being thirsty, and I'm like go to bed.
Ooh,
it's a fight.
Communicating.
She like God, she's even though her vocabulary is limited, but she's pretty crafty in terms of like the stuff she wants. So like It was pretty awful last night. She was up like, gosh, I think she was up like every 20 minutes from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. last night. And so I got up at like 6 and took her downstairs so my wife could sleep. And then when my daughter starts trying to like tell me the story that like the dog is smelly and needs a bath, so we have to go upstairs to wake up mom. I'm like, no, we're fine.
It's all worth it though, right?
Yeah.
Make confirmation because I've been thinking about settling down finally.
Oh yeah.
Stop being so fucking selfish. Stop hoarding video games and stupid shit that I don't really need.
You have to stop hoarding.
I could have a small little section, of course. I think that's important. It's a compromise, but I mean, that's something you could share, with your daughter. I'm thinking like, oh man, I would love to introduce certain things to a kid. We'll see. Give me some thought. I'm coming up on the age I was thinking, okay, by this age I gotta settle things down. So
is there is someone special you met now, or?
A little bit, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that's right, Colin. I found a gamer girl, a fake gamer girl who loves Gooey Man. No. Will Tonka Joe protect us from incel? INCEL. It's like so straight out of the 80s.
Yeah, Tonka Joe, he controls it. He's the one behind the entire thing.
Oh yeah. My kids won't be needed to be taught swearing, Colin, because they're gonna be on the social medias, right? Because I can't raise my kid. Just give them a fucking iPad, give them a phone, and they'll be fine. The internet's a great place for a kid to grow up. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's terrible. It was even bad in the 90s. Just imagine how terrible. That's the one thing I dread about bringing a life into this world. And I'm sure you have the same kind of fears or worries, maybe. It was just all this character destroying bullshit at people's fingertips.
I think I think as long as you properly educate people in terms of like what you do on the internet stays around forever now.
Do you think that people just didn't know back then? Nowadays, it just seems like people are conditioned to that they just give up all their information very willingly. Back then, I knew that it was very important to be careful who you talk to. I don't know, maybe it was just because of all the PSAs of stranger danger. But my dad knew about the internet because he did that at work. He did computer shit, so I kind of knew a little bit. But I think a lot of like parents who are, maybe our age, kids who are our age or a little bit younger than us, their parents didn't know anything about the internet other than this is fun and easy. And so they didn't really tell their kids, like, don't fucking put all your shit on the internet. And I think that's just going to continue on. But, it's just a ramble and a rant.
yeah.
But that television, by the way, is amazing. In that game. I'm sorry, I just saw that now.
It's one of them
You're gonna be a
OSSC
good parent.
compatibles.
You're a good, yeah. Paddles.
Compatible OSSCs. What's my dog doing?
Yeah, Colin, properly beat them. I think a kid needs a little bit of physicality. You don't have to go. You don't want to beat them like for reals, but a spanking never really hurt a kid. Let's be honest. When I got spanked, I used to laugh about it later, but I didn't like it because it's embarrassing.
I find my parents had a simple motto: if you do it right the first time, you don't have to do it again. It's the only threat after that.
Yeah, I didn't get really any sort of. I didn't really get super encouraged to do things, but I also did not get super discouraged. And my parents were around, so I decided, you know what, I want to get good grades. I want to do this and that and whatever. Then I got a PlayStation. That was the worst thing they did to me. I got Final Fantasy VII and a PlayStation. It was all over.
There goes any social activities he has.
Yeah. Oh, I was looking up. Vice President of Student Council and all. I got a Final Fantasy VII. Tifa's boobs. And then that was it, I think. I gotta get the materia.
So Kevin Tucker say, I could play spank my kid harder than I actually discipline spank. I find my daughter is like me in the sense that she doesn't really feel that much pain. So spanking really doesn't work most of the time.
Yep. Time to put her into pro wrestling school.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I was I had to go and volunteer for like when I was in my office for school, and like I was helping out this wrestling tournament, and like God, those kids, I'm like, I will never let my daughter wrestle just because of like the parents were yelling like, go for the neck, and I'm like, Jesus, you're gonna cripple that kid? I'm like, oh my God,
jeez,
just insane.
Seven Beetle Doom's talking about BoJack Horseman. I don't know what I've seen something about it. I have no idea what it is though.
Oh, it's kind of a fun show
cartoon?
about it's a cartoon on Netflix.
Okay.
Essentially the entire universe is anthropomorphic with humans intermixed. But the entire concept is he's a has-been 90s sitcom actor who's just an incredibly messed up human.
Ooh,
and he just drags other people down in his life, essentially. So it's a it's amusing, but he's just really self-destructive. So like his entire life just constantly falls apart, no matter how good he has it going.
Oh. I thought it was just some goofy thing.
Okay. It's funny and serious at the same time. It's goofy and serious. Yeah.
I was thinking like some sort of Ren and Stimpy type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But so you got your
shaming lectures, huh?
You get yourself set for Portland. Are you gonna be crashing with Genovi?
Genovi told me a little while ago that he has like an extension to his house, and so.
Well, I guess he's got an Airbnb or something like that in Portland.
Yeah, he's renting out the house. So yeah, if it's all right. I mean, if something happens and his wife's like, "Nah, we can't introduce that to our children again." I'm like, okay, well, I'll find a place. It'll be all right. But yeah, so that should be good. And like, I'll buy the tickets. Tickets are like, I mean, there's some cheap ones from like some shitty airlines I've never heard of, but Alaska Air. I went there last time and it was fantastic. So I'm willing to pay an extra $50 to go Alaska.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what days I'm going to be there. I was thinking about flying in Thursday afternoon. and staying. Like I wanted to stay until Monday, but I think everybody's going home on Sunday.
I'm going home Monday.
You're going
Yes,
home Monday?
yes, I'm driving out. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
but yeah, I'm driving out with my wife and daughter though, so
Right, right.
should be interesting.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to stay Sunday evening, just just to have that last, because it's like what 2, 3 evenings. It's gonna be like done like that, right?
Oh yeah, it's pretty
So
quick. It's like you have Friday,
um,
Friday evening, Saturday, and then it's Sunday. It's done by like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
yeah, yeah. For me, like I'm not gonna spend a lot of time, to be honest, playing the arcade stuff. I'm not gonna spend. I didn't last time either, but I don't really want to stick around the shopping area too much either. Like maybe one good one afternoon or something, one good like walk around and checking
Hmm.
things out, and then just being like, hey, let's just fucking hang out. Honestly, because all that kind of stuff you can always get on online anyway,
Hmm.
for pretty much the same prices. But it's cool to look at, and then maybe like on the last day, if there was anything that really you were kind of on the fence about, maybe going back and seeing if it's still there. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
just what I wanted to do. Just because I feel like the time hanging out and having fun and eating and talking and all that stuff. That's to me way more important
I
than.
did enjoy drinking more with you guys than going to panels. I can tell you that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I fucking even forgot about the panels. Well, we got to go to Bob's panel so we can heckle him. But
Oh, for sure. And then he can
we're gonna go to
hate.
the
Then
Bell
he can
Jesus
hate. Then he
one.
can hate me for doing a 16 by
Oh
9.
no, I'll hook you up with Bob. He'll forgive you for your
No,
transgressions.
I sent a picture to Bob of how many CRTs I have in my house, and like
That's
I think he
respect.
forgave me.
That's respect. All
It's I
right,
have a
good.
wall of like 3 CRTs to my left right now.
Oh yeah. Let's say Civ Dung. I just noticed in the chat. Hello,
Hey,
Civ Dung.
Sivdong, what's up, man? I
Ego
want to say
Rasta is
Sivdong is probably
great.
the oldest subscriber of my channel. I think.
He's been around for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's changed his icon in a long time either. So it's like kind of it's kind of like I don't know who that is. Swinburne's asking, what are some other Saturn games he needs apart from Panzer Dragoon? All of them,
No,
dude.
none of them.
That's sick. Well, you know what, Ian? I'm bringing you some Saturn things. So
Ah.
I think you're gonna you're gonna enjoy your life. You're gonna
Ah.
become one with the Sega Saturn.
God.
You will be Saturnified.
I'm gonna be Saturn sad.
No, you're gonna be you're gonna have Saturn days. This is what your stream's gonna be Saturn
Is
days from now
Dreamcast
on.
guy gonna be there?
Steal all the women, day drinking. I don't know. Make fun of Dreamcast guy during
Like
his. Oh, fuck.
you're you sure is
No.
your panel gonna be 1080p, bro?
Yeah, yo,
Oh, sorry,
dude,
I shouldn't say.
come over here. You suck my dick. Tentative peak. How you like that?
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
I call myself gay sex guy, but I never have gay sex. So, what's up? How you doing? Check out my RedTube channel. I was wanted to ask.
Yeah, Jimmy, if you didn't have gay sex, you wouldn't have sex at all.
Hey, that's not a. Hey, are you being a sexist or whatever? What would you call it? LGBTist? Stop it, Ian.
Yes.
Get in big trouble. You
Nothing
can't
wrong
make
with
jokes
it.
about certain people
Just
anymore.
saying.
Even though people who are usually of that persuasion, they fucking love it. Because they know if you're coming from a place of malice or not. Most people are not that stupid. Most
Yeah.
people are stupid, but not that stupid. You know what I mean?
Let's
Like when
see
people
here,
make fun of me for being
I
a
was thinking
chinky
about.
motherfucker,
That's right. What's it? Jeremy?
I know
Jeremy
it's not
said, if I went, and I would like to meet. Wait, what? Let's see, if I went, I would like to meet you too,
Do
but
not
I would
watch
probably
our
not
panel.
watch your panels if you did any.
That's
I know
fine.
for a fact my panel would be awful, so don't worry about
No, we're gonna be doing the Jeremy Dixon sucks panel, so that's why he wouldn't go.
it.
You
Let's
left out
talk
some of the
about Jeremy
details.
Dixon.
Yeah, left out some of the details. The Zemo, oh, John Rogers, Jolly John Rogers. Hello, sir. Dreamcast guy will be the mundane Matt of the retro gaming community. I don't think so. I think he's relatively well liked.
I think I want to say he's one of the main talking head news personalities of YouTube.
Well, there's so many of
Well,
them
I would say
that
like
I
because
really don't
you
know
have
how
like
they
what
survive.
RGT 85, Dreamcast
Yeah.
guy, and then what Spawn Wave?
on
Yeah,
Wave
they make up like
Media.
they make like a weird triangle of.
We used to be Rich from Review Tech USA.
I feel like Rich.
Do you know he doesn't even edit his own videos either?
There's a lot of guys in the Rich community that don't do that for some reason.
He doesn't need to edit his videos. He just fucking plays video game footage, doesn't he?
Oh,
And once in a while he'll sit and like rub his man tits together for some reason. Oh yeah, you guys love this, don't ya? I don't know. Jimmy the Zima drinking soy boy. Dude, Inigo, where is your fucking panel, bitch?
grab a
I got
shot.
mine just because it's about soy and Zima. I got that panel, bitch. Y'all jealous. Y'all a bunch of haters. Anyways, I'm gonna talk to you about the latest, hot dad dating game on my Zima drinking soy boy panel.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Oh yeah, I think Yahel's interested in that. That's what he used to do, right? Dating games.
You know, it's funny. Like before I actually became friends with Yahel, I think I noticed his channel, but that was back when he had like nothing but Let's Plays.
Yeah.
It was on like the like r/game review, and I'm like pass. And then I actually like ended up seeing him later, and he did the video I found. He did the video like Sega Civil War, and it was outstanding. And I'm like, because I was actually working on like the same thing, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
And then you guys
GTA 5 is okay. What, Alex? I'm sorry. This game.
He was the Saints Row guy, right?
That's right. Yeah.
There you go. I heard Saints Row was a lot better. Well, I did like Saints Row 1 and 2 quite a bit. I never played anything past that.
Yeah, no.
Nothing to do with Alex though.
Do we bring Alex in here?
KFC dating sim. Yeah, bring him on if you want.
Yeah, Alex, let me know if you want to jump on, man. We can bring you in here. We can discuss your feelers towards GTA 5.
Yeah. All right. 7 Beetle Doom says that Dreamcast guy has a short temper. Well, he looks pretty short in general. So.
He looks. It looks like he doesn't really do a lot of review or research for sure. Or bother to fact check his videos in the after fact.
No. Yo, that dude got a scoop, and y'all gaming historians are all pissed. You didn't know about 1080p on Dreamcast, did you?
No, I mean, like, I don't know. You didn't know about it. Like, easiest thing would have been like, hey, put in a little text like, my bad, actually 480p, but whatever.
Yeah, it's like just more than double off.
Yeah, going from
yeah. I have mad salt.
I mean, like, I'm a huge Dreamcast fan. Like, I would give the Dreamcast way more credit than it deserves in any situation because I really enjoy the console.
I'm a bit of a Dreamcast fanboy too. I'm not gonna lie. It's not as good as a Saturn, but it's not as good as a Saturn. But hey, it's close. It's good follow up. It's worthy.
Like, I'll get the motorcycle.
See that? John Rogers called me gay because I used to drink Zima. How about I still drink Zima? Hello. Used to. So a lot of talk about suplexing Dreamcast guy from Colin Swinburne. I don't want to suplex that guy. I got nothing against him. I just don't get it.
The thing that made me laugh was someone posted a Dreamcast guy video in the Dreamcast junkyard like thing on Facebook, and I'm like, why is this guy in here? He's not talking about Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Why is his name the Dreamcast guy? He doesn't do anything involved with Dreamcast.
I could do a documentary about how the Dreamcast swirl is actually an orange poop, and I could probably get in there. So I don't know. I don't know much about Dreamcast junkyard, but
it's just like people who like the Dreamcast just hanging out. And someone was posting his videos there, and I'm like, this guy has nothing to do with the Dreamcast. Why is he even called the Dreamcast guy?
Yeah, that's just how it is, though. It's almost like an algorithm, People get tricked. Do you miss toys and cartoons based on R-rated movies?
Absolutely.
I would say yes, but then how am I gonna escape being an incel if I start admitting these things, right? MGTOW. No, yeah, it was awesome. I loved that I had Aliens figurines. I had a Corporal Hicks.
I love the fact that Aliens action figures ended up in freaking Star Trek Generations.
What? Are they playing with that shit, or?
Yeah, like in Generations when he's in the Nexus and he's like talking to like this family he always wanted, and like the kid is playing with the like this like jump jet thing, and it's actually like the alien capture ship from the freaking from the
That's
freaking
cool.
commercials.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Colin has a Saturn Titty game in the mail. Well, let me know what the title is.
Oh, good
Uh,
for
Dreamcast Circle Jerk sounds like fun. Cafe Tigris. I hire hookers. Colin, no, I've never. You know, it reminds me of that old George Carlin thing where it's like, I never fucked a 10, but I fucked 5 twos. No, I only go with the high class hookers. Had all the RoboCop stuff. That was a great one. RoboCop. When I was a kid, I didn't watch RoboCop, but I played the NES game and I knew about the toys, and everybody loved RoboCop.
See,
And I didn't see it till I was probably like in high school. And I was like, "What the fuck is this movie?" I thought RoboCop was some corny bullshit because I think I had only seen clips of RoboCop 3 on TNT. I was like, "Oh, this is bullshit." And then I watched RoboCop 1 and all its like glory. It must have been like the DVD unrated cut or something came out, right? And I was like, this is the most glorious movie I've ever seen. And I saw who directed it, and I was like, oh, why didn't I ever watch this before? It's like the greatest movie of all time.
oh yeah,
No joke. It really is.
oh yeah. Let's see, Ian, did you know there was a board game and action figures for Platoon? I knew there was. I knew there was an NES game for Platoon. I never followed the board
Yeah.
game or action figures.
That's amazing. Now Sergeant Barnes betrays Elias. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, look, Elias isn't dead. He's running towards the chopper. Oh, Charlie got him.
Oh no!
Could you imagine those commercials? Oh, man. What are you going to do? What is it? Charlie Sheen?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to kill Barnes? You ever seen the alternate ending where he doesn't kill Barnes?
No.
Yeah, it's a shittier ending. But I think Barnes calls him a pussy or something
I'm
as
not
he's
gonna
walking
lie,
away.
I haven't watched Platoon in 20 years.
Oof, that's a good one to go back to. That's a movie I think that gets even better with repeat viewings.
I'll have to check it out again.
If anything, Keith David, wonderful performance in that movie. Used to be like my favorite, not top level guy actor. Great soundtrack. And fucking, what's his name? Tom Berenger? I always think of him as a sniper movie guy, but he's so good in that movie. It might give you a different perspective after watching Spider-Man, though. When you watch, and you're like, oh, Green Goblin is this kind of hippie lieutenant. I haven't seen that movie probably like in 15 years though, so I'm pretty.
Yeah, it's been a
out of the
long,
loop
it's been a
yet.
long time for me. I'll watch it again. Oh, Alex is down for the call. One sec here.
Down with the clowns, more like it.
Grab Alex here.
How do you market Platoon to kids? Yeah, just guns, man. Back then, when people didn't care about guns, you didn't have to have like
Have you seen teen heartthrob Charlie Sheen?
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie Sheen.
Watch
who
him in,
back then he didn't have AIDS.
Oh my God!
All right, wait, what? Hey, all right.
AIDS is what we're
talking
talking about. Hey,
we're talking about Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. And
Okay,
his
hi,
AIDS.
hi. Okay.
Apparently, he raped Corey Haim. Welcome to the stream, Alex.
Oh, hi. Bye.
What?
You're like,
This guy's
oh,
homophobic.
not hanging up for this one.
Yeah, I think
I'm just coming back in, putting my hat on the head, and then just turning around, putting my hat back out.
That's okay. None of your San Francisco game dev friends will know that you're hanging out with us degenerates. Well, Ian's a stand-up guy. I'm the one that's fucking ruining everybody. Sorry.
Jimmy, you're what's wrong with America.
Ian only brings me on because like, we've known each other for a long time. At this point, he's always like I'm kind of like that guy who comes. It's like, hey man, hey, can I borrow like $200, man? I'll get you back. I'm trying to get a job. And you're like, you know what? We went to high school together. I remember the good times. Sure. Okay, here you go. And
You know, I'm gonna let you finish, but Saints Row is the best open world game of all time.
dude, I fucking I think I did Saints Row. We were talking about gamer score. And I had fucking Saints Row 2, and I would have had like 1,000 on that if it wasn't for all the fucking DLC you assholes made for it.
Well,
I mean, Tara Patrick. I mean, that's great DLC,
I
but
might have been responsible for some of that.
$5. How
of the
much was
DLC.
that? $5.
I don't know what the prices were because
All right.
we had unlock commands. So when we were working on DLC, we had a console that would let us unlock stuff, and believe it or not, when pirates would get the game, and they would find the memory value to like tick all the DLC on, we would add an extra DLC that like was blank. It was like kind of null, but it was like the I am a pirate. And so like we knew how many people were like legit and how many people were pirates because like the pirate versions would have all the DLC unlocked.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've never pirated any of that stuff in my life, but had I
Don't
known
lie
that
to me. Don't
no,
lie.
but
to me.
had I known that I was gonna meet somebody who worked on that game, I would have pirated the shit out of it. If I knew it was you. All right. If I knew it was gonna be you, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm pirating all this shit. I'm gonna learn how to fucking code, so I can give everybody this shit for free."
So, Seven Beatles of Doom says, remember when people made fun of horse armor in Oblivion? Like, we actually had one that was going to be, we had a piece of DLC. I don't remember what it was, but it was a
armor.
There was a piece of armor that we were going to put on, that you could put on that had like, it was like one of those booby armor pieces or something that like showed some titties off. And it was funny because we called it Whores Armor, WHORES.
Nice. People nowadays though, you wouldn't have a job right now if
we never did. No, we never finally shipped it, but because, and here's the sad part. Not because we were afraid of being offensive, but because we were afraid that
the point of the game though.
Yeah. We were afraid that it would rub gamers the wrong way about money, nickel and diamonding about DLC, and that was like a really sensitive time back then, man.
That was because I remember buying horse armor, and I heard that it was, I bought it on
Xbox horse armor. Now I always think of
horse
like
armor.
WHORES.
I bought it. I was thirsty for some Oblivion, and I bought horse armor when all the other DLC came out. So I was like, you know what? I might as well get it all. Horse armor it is. And I was like, that's it. And I thought it was a joke that it was that bad. I was like, oh, that's literally it. And now my horse looks retarded.
Yeah, that's all it is. And the funny thing is, I remember doing ads for Saints Row 2 DLC, and they were just like, we don't know if people are gonna like actually buy DLC packs that just have clothing in them and like cosmetic items. So like, you need to make this shit look as gangster as possible so that like people will buy it, because we don't think people are actually gonna buy it. So like I spent a lot of time on those ads, you know, making videos of like, look at all the cool items and stuff you can get in this DLC. And the thing is, like, we were one of the top selling DLCs, like behind like Halo and like Madden and Guitar Hero, because that was a thing back then.
Like Saints Row 2, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Guitar Hero was the buy all these new songs you can play shit to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna get more alcohol. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Keep talking about Saints Row and the beauty that was DLC in 2009.
The industry changed. The industry changed a lot back then. I mean, it's not like Microsoft and other guys weren't selling DLC.
Yeah.
It was just that I think consumers were basically coming around to like, are we gonna pay for this stuff? Because before then it was handed out for free in like PC.
Back then
games.
it was like PC. Okay. Yeah, PC games, like obviously mods were a big thing, but also DLC. Even on like the previous generation with the Xbox, you get like an OXM disc, and you can download all these costumes for your Dead or Alive 3 character for you to oogle at, right?
Yeah,
so
but
now, were, like,
now they can sell them,
especially.
Yeah,
because even back then, people were like, "I ain't paying $10 a month for no fucking Fantasy Star." They ended up doing it. Well, actually, I was like that too, but I was like, every time I was gonna cancel my free trial, they gave me like another month of free trial, and I kept doing that for like 5 months. So I do remember those days of DLC being a very contentious sub. Now people just, after mobile gaming, DLC looks like, oh no shit, that's so much better than just gambling horseshit. It's garbage.
Here's the thing. It's just,
I bought some of your DLC for fucking Saints Row 2. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't buy Tara Patrick. It was a little bit too much for me.
Tara Patrick had missions and her.
Yeah,
And,
that one
and
looked
voice
like
lines and
it
stuff.
was
Like
it
that
was the
was like a
one to get.
legit pack.
No, that was the one to get, and I was like, you know what? I can't be playing
She
Saints
was a
Row 2.
homie you could call up, and she would, run around and fight and stuff.
Yeah, that's
There
what I
were
heard.
there were bugs. Oh my god, there were bugs.
She was like I know she's like a university. I don't know if she was a doctorate or something, but I know she was like some sort of like smart chick in the game too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I'm like a
There-
scientist.
there was I remember doing the Tara Patrick DLC ads, and our marketing team had filmed like a bunch
Doing
of stuff.
Tara Patrick for your DLC ads? What the hell?
Yeah. It's doing
Oh,
Tara
okay.
Patrick ads. Yeah, so they filmed a
Yeah.
bunch of like video of her like talking and saying all kinds of weird like sexual innuendo things, and like it was like super like on the nose and just like crass and stupid like the rest of Saints Row. And we would edit it together and put these things, and there were things that was just like, hey, we have this extra footage, like could you put something together out of these things that we didn't use? And like we definitely did. There was like there was ones we did with Tara Patrick, and there was ones we also did with Gary Busey as well. And like those ads like just like went really crazy. I don't know if
I remember seeing the ads. They were pretty nuts. So,
But they were
I
US
don't know.
and
Did you
UK
also
only.
do Gary Busey?
they were not in Japan. Japan had a different localization team, and
Oh
they
no,
showed us
I
the ads that they put
I
together.
didn't have I had a Japanese account, and I also had like the other region accounts. So
Okay.
John,
So,
we get Streamlabs.
I imported Saints Row 2.
All right, we should probably
From
call
America.
out John Migda because he sent you $2.
Gave you $2
$2
to get a Streamlabs because
I need
Google
to set that
sucks.
up. I guess Streamlabs. The thing that creeped me out about it was like in the
Control, right?
it was the what do you call it? Terms of service, where it says they can delete your YouTube channel, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yep. They're gonna look at your Fast Boy haircut, and one of their fucking
Oh,
zealous
yeah.
CEOs is gonna be like, "Let's fucking take this to the goddamn alt-right.
Yeah.
Delete his account," and then you're gonna be gone. All that for John Migna's $2.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. You're always very generous.
I appreciate
on
you as
streams,
always, man.
but
Yeah, I need to actually set that
you
up.
want. You get
I need
deleted.
to stop being a baby about it.
Yeah, you really should get Streamlabs because that really is the.
Don't
Okay.
use Streamlab OBS. Just
Yeah.
put a couple of things on top, so when people like donate, it shows up on screen. And you're like, oh man, and then like your views will like double. It'd be great.
People like to be seen, man.
Well,
Ready for
I get it. When you're watching something, you do something. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh man, it's like
Like-
kind of an expectation now because everybody does it.
Here's the thing: is like for a lot of
It's
these
just like
fucks,
Force Armor.
a lot of these.
I remember when
Well,
that
well,
came
a lot
out.
of these streamer
So like
fucks,
when
they-
Horse Armor came out for freaking Oblivion, I was like, who would pay money for that shit? And
I
people-
did. I'm raising my hand right now.
And,
Fuck
it
you.
just no. I mean, it made no sense to me. I'm like, why would you want to pay money for any of that?
Dude, thirsty for some Oblivion content. Okay,
But then, like for me, I was like,
better than
but that was.
Shivering Isle.
But for me, I was on the PC side of that, where I was like, there's exponentially or infinitely more crap I could get in the mod community. So why would I even waste my time spending money for this garbage?
Yo. Listen to this guy, Alex. This guy has no fucking like appreciation, no respect for these people who put the time in. You can't even buy fucking horse armor for $6, bro.
No,
You know
No,
what?
I mean, like you can.
appreciation.
It's all on you. I mean, it's just. I just.
Some MGTOW
It made no
horse
sense to
rocket
me in the sense
armor.
of like, in my experience, coming from like people who played Doom and doing the WADs and all that crap and making exponentially, infinitely expandable free mods and things like that, especially like going into Counter-Strike, I was like, why would anyone pay anything for this?
Counterpoint. Those people made it for free because they loved it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the Horse Armor was released by people who were specifically getting paid to do that
Oh no,
specific thing.
I get that. I
Probably
just
a Bethesda.
I totally understand
suits
that.
Coked out of his mind, saying like,
Yeah.
"Woo, we gotta make some more fucking."
All right, hold on. We got another
some
donation.
contention. Yeah, you got
Colin,
some contention
stop
from
telling
Colin.
lies. I made Saints 2 on my own.
Yeah, hold on. Colin Swinburne, for $2, you made Saints Row 2.
You don't remember working for him?
Right there, Colin, you did it. You are the man.
Hey, Alex, you don't remember working for him?
It's all for another $20 it'll come back to me and I'll tell you the story about Colin Swinburne being my manager.
Oh, jeez. He'll get
Thumbs
you
up,
a.
thumbs up for the fanfic that's coming right now.
You don't remember that part of Saints Row when Colin would run
You
to
know,
your office and
you
yell at
know,
you in
my
all
mind,
Australian?
my memory's a little fuzzy right now. You know, I'm just.
He's like, crikey, you got to get the Saints Row 2 out, done.
So Colin's very Australian.
Yes, yes.
I'm just getting
Very
all the key
As
points
you can
here
as
for
you can
this
see by
map.
the A next to
The
$2.
A. That doesn't mean asshole $2, even though it is. It's Australian. Fucking. This is gonna be like an I broke the dam moment, like from South Park. I created Saints Row 2. No, really, no, literally, I did. Who's taking responsibility for this Saints Row 2?
Jeez.
This is good shit. We're gonna have to. I don't know.
But
I don't know about playing.
But Alex, I didn't mean to undermine the DLC community and all that, like what companies need to do now, apparently to.
Oh
pay
no,
for things.
I'm not.
It just to me, it still didn't.
have your opinion.
It didn't make any sense to me in terms of like just coming from where I came from. I'm like,
Look,
these are
to be honest, DLC didn't make sense to a lot of us in the industry at the time because we were just like, look, you make a game, you sell it for $60. Like the mentality was totally different at the time, and it was the business people who were like pushing us, and it was guys at Microsoft who were like, hey, look, this DLC thing like might actually be another revenue stream. You should do it, and it was only after when we shipped a couple pieces of DLC and everybody was doing it. It was just like, holy shit, we need to like have a plan and release it, and like so we didn't know that DLC needed to be released basically within the first 3 months of a game because that's like when everybody's playing it.
Oh, it was a very different time. I was talking to somebody about the old days about like downloadable games on Xbox. How it was like a 56 megabyte limit or something like that.
Yeah, it used
Something
to be
like that, right?
like 250 megabyte limit.
I know
there was
they
250, might have been even less
raised
than
it
that.
for Castlevania or something like that, right?
Yeah,
And then,
I think it might
then
have
they were
been
like,
100.
fuck it. We got bigger hard drives to sell people $200 for. So fuck it. Make them buy our overpriced shit. But yeah, back then it was weird. It was I love that era. I was like all in on that era too. So with DLC and like Xbox Live Arcade, that's the only time in my life where you could say that I was a hardcore gamer, as they say, right?
How many games a year did you buy?
What's that? How many games a year?
Yeah, how many games a year did you buy?
Over like new games, like over 50 for sure.
50 games a year? How do you buy 50? Like a system only has
50.
200 like a year.
Oh, I was buying like tons of shit, dude. Like
money bags, or were you buying it all used and like just ripping off?
I was buying it all fucking in Japan too. That's where I spent most of that in beer. When I was a young fucking dude.
It must be great being 20 and having no obligations,
tons of like fucking in between getting tons of pussy. I know you would understand because you're fucking Gary Busey and Tara Patrick for your DLC. In between getting disgraced by Gary Busey and having hardcore sex with porn stars. Yeah, I was buying tons of fucking games, man. And I still buy retro games, whatever you want to call them. This is apparently retro.
You were buying Xbox 360. You were just like it's a video game. I'm putting money down for it. All right, so everybody.
Here's the thing. I was talking porn stuff, but I was getting paid for it. So.
All right, everybody in chat right now, if you're pissed off about how the industry went to being an overly monetized model with DLC and payment transactions, I think you know who to blame. I'm not going to name any names.
I'm not going to lie here. I spent a lot of money on fucking Xbox themes that were obsolete by the time they roll out their fucking new Xbox.
I'm going to go ahead and just blame the consumer for just buying into it, hook, line, and sinker.
Well, I mean, I think there's some people maybe specifically in this room that may that
Are you talking about yourself? Because ain't nobody else in that room but you, buddy.
Well, I think he's talking about the blank check you would write every year.
I only bought
games coming out.
Dude, I only bought good games, so I don't know what the fuck.
I only bought good games like Saints Row 3.
I used to in like 2005 through 2008. I think I would probably buy like 30 new games a year. I was way into that.
I was getting like maybe 20 games a year and buying like 15, so I was getting a lot. So
Yeah, I find now that I've discovered thrifting and like my obsession with retro stuff, like I can get like a couple hundred games a year, no problem. But
man,
it doesn't really matter though, because they're all like old ass games.
the ped and car density in this is way less than next gen. I forgot how this game shipped on last gen.
Yeah, I find
There's like
on
3
PS3
cars at any time.
I find this game on PS3 is a lot deeper than what the Xbox 360 version offers.
I think the 360 was the main platform on this game.
Real quick, 7-beat of Doom. Depending on how gross your ingrown toenail is, probably get a professional pedicurist to do it. When I was big, I was buying about 50 or 60 PlayStation games a year, easy as well.
Good night, Tigress. Steve, good night.
Japan.
Yeah,
All right.
Tigress.
Take it easy. Good night. Yeah, I don't know. I bought a lot of downloadable games on Xbox 360 too, so. But I played my games back then. I used to buy games and I would fucking play them to completion. A lot of people were pissed too. It's like
You were 100%er, weren't you? You were all.
that's what I was telling Ian. I was like obsessed with getting achievements, and I don't want to say that my social life suffered, but bridges were burned because people were always trying to invite me out to do stuff. I'm like, honestly, you guys are boring and retarded. I just want to get Xbox 360 achievements because I'm cool and smart.
Ow.
Okay. And then I realized now, I'm like, oh, what the fuck was I doing with my life?
What's your gamer score? I think I can look mine up and see how many points that I have.
I said it was somewhere between 75 and 100,000. I don't think quite 100K, but I don't have any like bullshit like my horse and me's. But I remember one day when I had put my girlfriend to bed at the time, and I was like, yeah, babe, I'll be going to sleep pretty soon. And I spent maybe about 3 hours playing Perfect Dark with bots to get achievements. This is how bad my life was at that point. It wasn't like bad by like this is all I could do. It was bad by choice. That was the weird thing.
Right. Crap, how do I switch to chop? It was left stick?
So, back when I had a nice like Tommy Tallarico looking haircut like you did. A nice
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Lay the Tommy Tallarico. Just do it. I
had like fucking 6-pack abs, man.
Same joke. You can do it every week.
I could. I didn't do it last time. I should have though. It was what was the Mario Lopez Tommy Tallarico love child look. Yeah. Don't even fucking pretend like you don't like that.
All right, so hold on a second.
You love that shit.
I'm trying to figure out how to find out my gamer
John
score without turning on my Xbox.
A YouTube link. I gotta check out what this is. No cock like horse cock. Pepper coyote layer. Okay, is this some sort of Fallout thing? Because I don't know what that is. I will admit I love the Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and I kind of loved Oblivion enough to fucking buy horse armor, but I didn't play any of their games after that because I knew it was a bad idea. Fuck, maybe it was the horse armor.
I remember the first time I was playing with Oblivion, like the mods and stuff for it, I ended up with just the weirdest looking anime shit I'd ever encountered. And I was like, what have I done to Oblivion? Oh god. Wait, how do I... Oh, no.
Your money or your life.
Yeah.
Edouard! Just call me an N-word? What the hell? I like buying cheap-ass Famicom games. Yeah, they're super cheap now. To be honest, though, like in Japan, like if you go to a store, a lot of the game prices going up. Now's the time to buy. Unless you... it might actually go up more because of the fucking Olympics, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, we got a question for Alex when he comes back from.
I remember Oblivion. Oblivion on 360. The thing that was really irritating about that was the gigantic grind ring it would make on the game after like playing it for a couple hours.
Okay, yeah, somebody was mentioning in there that it crashed so often. Gaber, right? The first day I got my 360, I fucked up my disc because I turned my system sideways because it was like loading slow. I was like, oh, maybe I have to like just put it on its vertical to have like gravity push it down a little bit. and I fucked up my disc, and I had to go
I
buy a disc
had
doctor.
I had mine horizontal, and it was just grinding the shit out of it.
No, I was gonna say my disc got grinded because of the fucking flaw in the system, right? But I didn't know it grinded like that because I remember it made noise, but I thought it was just because like fuck, I fucked up my disc already. It used to take 30 minutes to load some places in that game though.
Oh yeah.
Like towns that I put shit in.
All right,
like,
all right. It took me a while to find this, but
oh.
I got a gamer score. All right. Do you have yours
all the games
for Xbox?
Let me go grab mine.
Because then that way we can just all say it at the same time, and then you can hit your Xbox button.
I'm gonna tell you mine is not good.
Xbox?
Mine's
No,
only
no,
like 5,000.
no. We got to do it all at the same time. Just like,
I already know what this is because you just said it, but it's alright.
Yeah, well, he knows. Like he knew mine from the beginning of the stream. So the Slim will eat your disc. Oh no.
Colin Swinburne's like, your score 7. I don't know if you can even get 7 points for a single.
There's probably some joke fucking achievement somewhere where it's like lucky number 7 died 7 times in the tutorial or something bullshit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. God, that shit does.
I did get Gears 5 on and I played that on PC on a stream not too long ago through the Game Pass. Dude, Game Pass is pretty awesome, man. Game Pass is pretty badass. You just play the game and you pay like a few bucks a month and like you get in AAA games. So, all right, you got your score.
If call Adam Corralic, just play the fucking game. You
Just
know what
play
I'm
the
talking
game.
about.
Yeah.
Just play the fucking game.
Remember, it's okay to use VGA cables tied together.
No.
No. Whatever you do, don't listen to Historic Nerds. Like, here's how you wire up your video stuff, okay?
No.
Oh.
Hey, I trust him over Dreamcast guy. Come on, man.
Dreamcast guy.
Oh,
okay,
Alex,
Dreamcast guy
Alex,
is
I should have sent you
level.
the. So I took over the media production department essentially for a military base here in Idaho. And
Yeah, but you have like a budget there, so you might as
Oh
well.
yeah,
buy,
I got like
shit,
I got like $90,000 a year I can spend on shit. So I've been putting
I
together an analog capture rig with like a bunch of Black Magic, like 4K Ultra Studios and shit. It's
Hell
pretty
yeah!
nice. So I've been
Get
having fun with
yourself
that.
an ATEM studio for Black Magic. Like that shit's pretty legit.
Yeah, I've been playing with that, and I've been using. We have all these we have like beta tapes, high 8 tapes, all this stuff. I'm using like SDI video and all that to capture, and I'm trying to like upscale that through a Black Magic.
SDI is the shit, man.
It's fun.
All right. Gamer score. 7 Beatles of Doom might have beat us all, but we'll see.
I can't figure out a way to see my Xbox.
So I had to open up the Xbox Console Companion app on Windows, and then I had to log into my Microsoft account, and then I got it.
Well, that app can get fucked because I ain't doing that shit.
I ain't doing that shit. Keeping it real.
I ain't got access to that kind of fancy shit.
Switch
But is
to
Windows 10 not available where you are?
No, I used to be big on the Xbox achievements forum, but it doesn't show any of my shit.
Yeah, not anymore. All right, so Jeremy Dixon is asking, how do you do it? If you're on Windows 10, like you should be,
I have Windows.
you can type in
refused.
Xbox Console Companion. I bet you already have it installed. It might be part of Windows 8 as well.
Oh, let's do some Kane and Lynch.
If it is, I'm deleting my fucking computer. Xbox. Oh, god damn it.
Just type Xbox and see if there's any apps on your
You
PC.
used to be able to just go on Xbox.com and see it, but I guess there's so many fucking people now who have it, and they're like, this is not worth it.
I tried looking on the website. I could not find it.
Back in the day,
not find it.
On
Yeah, back in the day, there was like a little smiley
cool.
you could put on your forum post. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, man, I got like 7,000 on my."
Yeah, look at my fucking EP. Pretty much, yeah. Look how big it is. You like that? My name's Stallion 76 or whatever the fuck that guy was. #1 gamer score in the world. I bet you wanna fuck me. I'd fuck you too if I can get off my fucking bed. I'm 2,000 pounds, bitch. I've been getting gamer score for 3 years. I weigh 2,000 pounds.
All right, so I will say this. I am thinking about running a 50 Cent Blood on the Sand live stream. Do you have that game, Mr. Historic Nerd?
Wait, 50 Cent Blood? Is that the shooter?
That was the shooter that THQ released while I worked there.
Oh god, I vaguely remember
It was
that
the
one.
It was the Gears of 50 Cent is basically what we called it.
No.
Was that on original Xbox or 360?
is a 360 title. It has full live support.
I
You gotta
think
pay
I-
for
Oh.
live.
God.
I think I have 1,000 gamer score in that game for 360. But I bought the Japanese version, which is, by the way, published by Bethesda in Japan.
Oh, it's not Ukes or whatever that.
Nope. It's Bethesda. Oh, you know, it might be SquareSoft. I have to take a look. I think it's
Yeah,
Bethesda.
SquareSoft does a lot of games in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had it. I was hoping there would be a Japanese dub where he could be like, "Oi, konoyoro, give me my score, nigga!" But unfortunately, it's all in English with subtitles. So, yeah. I love
Ninja Master says 50 Cent was
50 Cent.
terrible. I want you to take
You-
that back, sir. It is
Talking
the
about-
ride of your life. It is the shitty movie that you go to with your friends.
Oh.
And you're like, this movie was terrible, but you
You might
walk
be-
out and you had a great
I had a
time.
coworker
Might be-
years and years ago who was telling me a story that if he ever saw 50 Cent in real life, he was obligated to stab him because of what 50 Cent had done to a really good friend of his.
What?
What?
Like so I guess 50 Cent, like back when he started, he got people like involved in his whole rap label and all that. And there was this guy who had a quasi successful studio that he was running out of Chicago. And 50 Cent got him to move his operation to New York with the promise of paying him off of like his album he was dropping. And he didn't, and that guy ended up like basically just dying poor and destitute because of 50 Cent's decisions. I have no idea if this is true or not, but it's just what a coworker told me that he had to he had to basically murder 50 Cent because of what had transpired between that whole
Sounds
thing.
like a very, very compelling story.
It was a lot more in depth than the way I described it. Like I have no idea. I'm like I don't like 50 Cent. I think he's a rather mediocre rapper. So I'm sorry your friend fell for it. But yeah,
I don't know, man. This sounds like Ian just confirmed Blood on the Sand 2.
Blood on the Sand, dude. Blood on the Sand.
It was
The
Iraq,
advertisement.
right?
The advertisement for Blood on the Sand. I wish I could claim responsibility for that, but no. That masterpiece was done by somebody else, and I was just like, God damn, that's what Saints Row needs.
I'm not gonna lie. Blood on the Sand.
more
was
50
another
Cent.
game
That's
that I
Alan.
imported.
the Blood on the Sand trailer, 50 Cent jumps into a helicopter somehow from the ground, and he's holding the pilot at gunpoint with one hand, with another hand on the 50 caliber machine gun, just like mowing down motherfuckers on the street of Iraq.
Yep.
And then yeah, it's like, where my skull? And then he shoots the guy in the head, and then he just like jumps out and then just rolls out of the plane like it ain't nothing.
No.
The helicopter rolls out of the
I want to
helicopter.
say that I don't remember a lot of the games from that era that I played like very clearly. I want to say that I remember the ending to Blood on the Sand better than I remember the ending to BioShock. Because I'm trying to remember what happens at the end of BioShock right now.
Yeah, it makes you think, huh?
Jesus, I don't know.
Such
I
a
told
great
you,
game
I
intro
imported
right
I imported BioShock, the Asian version, because it didn't come out in Japan for like months. And I imported fucking Blood on the Sand. And I fucking loved Blood on the Sand. I had a friend who I tried to play it with online and everything. He was like, yeah, just, I replaced all that shitty music with like Metallica or whatever. I was like, fuck you. You gotta listen to G while you play this game. How are you playing this game without listening to
Okay. Were you Fiddy or were you Tony Yayo when you played?
I played as Fiddy. I would have loved to have played it as DJ Woo Kid.
DJ Woo Kid!
Yeah. Unfortunately, at that time, was it Lloyd Banks was not a part of them, or is he still a part of them?
I don't know. There's something happening in here. There's like a dude stabbing a dude. He's getting slapped in the face.
This is Kanan Lynch, right? Or
I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
played this game.
This
but
game's
there was
awful.
a ton of marketing.
This game is
it
awful.
looks like a PS2 game, kind of.
No,
It's,
do not say that. Like PS2 games look way worse than this. Okay.
I was gonna say way better. Well, okay, you just lost me. No, I like.
Yeah, this game is
I like the way
based on.
this-
I want to say this is like built off of an expanded like Hitman 2 engine.
Yeah, it looks very much Hitman-y.
Yeah.
All right, you got that gamer score?
Dude,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I
mine
fucking
is
stopped
mine is
looking.
5,000. What was yours? Alex?
Oh, so small. I
Sorry,
thought
sorry,
American
sorry.
big gamer score.
Oh, so smooth. So smooth.
All right. I did not play too many games on Xbox because I did a lot of game dev and PC and stuff, and I was doing a lot of stuff on dev kits. But I got a 13.9,
So like,
like almost 14,000.
oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was weird. Like, I bought a shit ton of games for this, but apparently, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I did wrong.
Apparently, you bought a lot of games and then put them on the shelf.
Yeah, well, I should send you a picture of my like the closet in my office I've modified, where it's just wall to wall, like 600 plus games now. And apparently I can't open a gate. This is a innovative title right here.
All right, I got to hear that third score. You're looking hard.
I don't know how to fucking find this thing, man.
I don't even know how to pull my Xbox 360 out of my closet.
I don't have it in my closet. My closet has like sex toys. So it's on my fucking shelf in front of me, but I'm not gonna fucking go on my Xbox and risk going on.
Oh, Jeremy Dixon with another $2. He says my gamer score is 385, so I win.
He
Sir,
does.
with $2
Oh,
without the
God.
A in front of it, the not asshole dollars, then yeah, you win.
Hey Rex, what's up, man?
And
USA #1. You know what? You might be one of those like real like lib-wristed San Francisco game dev types, but you love America. I appreciate that. Sir.
what the heck is happening? Is he teabagging?
Basically.
Oh,
Welcome to
Lord.
Kane and Lynch.
I just saw you were getting shot in the nuts over and over again too.
Dude,
That
this
was
game had a
this
ton
led
of
to a-
marketing, and, like this game looks about as good as Saints Row 2, which like Saints Row 2 did not look that great.
This game led to the firing and the questioning of the entire legitimacy of video game news articles because of how like it was pushed. It's like Kane and Lynch 70%. Gotta buy this game.
70% back in the day was not great because most games got like 80 plus.
Yeah, like 80, 90s or like
98, just
and, like,
okay or whatever.
And the funny thing about like Kane and Lynch was like they had this whole media blitz about why it would be like the greatest game ever made, and like this one like news reporter or whatever working at I think like
Jeff Gersman
Yeah,
from
yeah.
GameSpot.
was it GameSpot? Yeah, like he didn't get the memo
he
about.
founded Giant Bomb. After
And
that.
it's
No
it's a
shadows
real bad game, and
underneath
I
either
regret
cars.
having traded the games I did for this one.
Oh, wait, there's a shadow under that car, but none of the other cars have shadows underneath them. It's great.
And that guy was just has back to me right there.
Well,
Yeah,
that's typical. I mean, like you'd see that in Saints Row all the time. You'd see like guys running into the wall, and be like, okay.
This game only gets worse and more annoying the longer it goes.
Yeah, because this is the most polished part because they're like, man, we know everybody's gonna play this, and at the end they're like, we don't have to spend that much time.
We're good. It gets way worse. Like there's a part like the end of the game, like you have to like kill this guy driving a giant excavator, and they put all this bulletproof glass around him. But like it turns out, you actually just have to wait, and there's no glass in the back of the cab, and it's just really dumb.
You know what?
I logged into my Xbox account.
All right, there you go. What is it? Drum
My
roll.
achievement score is 80,005, and I
Holy-
stopped playing
holy
Xbox
fuck.
360 in 2011. So I've not played any Xbox 360 games since then.
Whoa,
But that was considered a pathetic score back then.
whoa.
But let me see what I got here.
That is, and you're like, that's not S tier, baby. So like, I was kind of embarrassed, but like, since y'all are babies.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I do have like I have Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance or Despair. I have 200 out of 200 of that. I fucking love that game. I'm trying to see if I have any like good ones. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. I didn't have full for that, but I guess they added a bunch of DLC, so I have 250 of 300. Well, fuck you, Scott
Oh my
Pilgrim. I
god.
can't,
Control.
Yeah,
download.
that game doesn't even. It's not even for sale. You can't even re-download
No.
it either.
it's on my old Xbox, though. That's at home. I might bring it back with me this time. Try to. Connect Adventures 1000. 1000. That's a.
Why?
Oh.
Why?
Before DLC came out for Halo 3, I had 950. Iron Brigade, I had 200, but I guess they released 250. They also changed the name. It used to be called something else. That was that fucking Double Fine robot game. I got a lot of like maxes. Somehow I have 1,190 in Left 4 Dead 2. I don't remember doing that.
No, don't make fun of AUD.
Alan Wake, I have over 1,000. Jesus,
Alan Wake was a great game.
that's a
Hey,
fucking
316, what's up, man?
awesome game. You know, that game was so awesome that I got so excited when I saw some sort of Xbox thing where it's like, it's Blair Witch. I was like, oh, is it Alan Wake? No.
All right, yeah, this is 316 One Up's got a good point.
Well, yeah,
Talking
I was sitting there
about
like
retro, if it's still being supported.
I put a
Yeah.
giant question mark in this one. I was like, retro? Because it is 14 years old.
Clickbait.
Well, okay, so here's the thing: is the PS3 retro?
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
It's
like
is the
definitely not
360
supported.
retro? I mean, like, it's like question mark. It's
I mean, can you still buy one brand new?
PS3. I don't know if you can anymore.
No, definitely not a PS3, but an Xbox 360.
Can you buy
have,
Can you buy 360 brand new?
Stand by.
I have 950 out of 1,000 for near Gestalt.
I know. I was kind of surprised. The one I found today at a
shit.
thrift store, like dirt cheap. They're going for like 129, 140 on Amazon. So I'm like, what? Why am I?
I got max gamer score for Super Meat Boy.
Oh, good job.
That makes me hardcore.
It does.
Good job, boy.
Oh yeah, baby. I got tons of like fucking like maxed.
All right, so
It's all good games.
the
too.
Xbox 360 consoles on Amazon all say renewed or restored, so there are no brand new units you can buy, and I don't know of any stores that are still selling them. So even though you're right in terms of like Microsoft is supporting it in extended support, it's not directly supported. So that might be the confusing part that you're getting a little confused about, because like technically Windows 7 is in extended support for like another month. So get the fuck off Windows 7 if you're in Windows 7. But like,
No, I mean, like
the
my,
Xbox
my
360 is in the same boat, right? Like they're not selling any new ones, but
I think my idea was just like, is it retro if it's like 14 years old?
well, think about this.
That was
Like,
my thought.
how long ago did they shut off Xbox Live finally for the original Xbox and said, "Hey, it's
I
done"?
want to say it was like 2010.
Yeah.
This was a while ago.
No, it was actually
Oh.
newer ago because they were like, "We'll shut down Xbox Live when Halo 2 players stop."
So
playing
people
Halo."
were playing Unreal Championship for that long.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what it was? It's probably a lot of Final Fantasy 11 players, which sounds weird, but
This game.
So
is
it's not
for,
like-
it's actually for 360.
God,
Yeah,
Halo
sure.
is bad.
Xbox
Yeah.
Live still works on Xbox
The original
360.
Xbox Live would have been like, well, Fantasy Star Online.
What
died
just
on that
killed
really-
me?
I have no idea.
All right, I'm watching this. Did you get one-shotted?
Oh, apparently
No,
I
I was
got
gonna say, I'm-
snooped. Apparently.
Oh. What I remember this game kind of reminds me of is like Max Payne 3, which I don't know if you have that for 360 either.
I do
but that
not.
game's pretty fun.
That's probably
Dude,
that's
Max
probably a
Payne
good game.
is a really
such a great game. I love
Yeah.
that.
Well, that airport level at the end, I think it's at the end of the game. A lot of people compare this like, oh, this is like a longer, better version of Kane and Lynch 2. Yeah, it is.
God, Kane and Lynch 2 is just the worst.
Yep.
Like the,
Call
tar-
it to
the,
your
the,
mouth
shooting,
out.
the shooting reticle was just a giant suggestion box. And then the thing that annoyed me the most was like when the game first came out, you couldn't turn off the shaky cam. So it was
Yeah.
just a gigantic puke simulator.
That was the beginning of the aesthetic movement.
Yeah, let's do, I think Dead Rising. Was this a launch game?
It was one of the first.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That was one of the games that, and I love Dead Rising.
Yeah.
That's one where I have 975 or something on for my Xbox. I just couldn't leave my Xbox 360 running for
Man,
over a day.
you are the Chivo hunter, aren't you?
I was back then.
We used to make fun. I don't know. On our stream, we always make
I
fun
used
of
to make
Chivos.
fun of
Like,
people too,
I
but-
got a Chivo.
No, I used to make fun of it too, but at the same time, and I used to make fun of like DLC, but at the same time, I was spending like $20 on fucking
Wait.
gamer profile
Is,
page.
Oh, damn,
is the
don't-
Wii still being supported?
Oh, damn. Dolby Digital logo. I did not realize that they did Dolby Digital on this. Okay.
Yeah. What were you saying, Ian, about Wii?
Is the Wii still being supported?
No, fuck.
No, because they killed the store on it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
At least for online. I did hear, I don't know if it was a joke or not, but
Wait, how long does
I did hear that there's some sort of Just Dance game being
yeah,
released on the Wii, but I don't know if that's the real answer.
So was it Jeremy? I guess find out. You could be the first guy to figure that out
Yeah,
for
you
us.
can be the first one to find
Yeah,
out.
that's
For
entirely up
$500.
to you. I don't suggest it though. But
All
yeah.
right, historic nerd, you just received $500 from your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing with it? What are you buying? Because you're gonna buy a video game thing with it.
Yeah, no,
Obviously,
but it wouldn't be
paid
actually. It would
by
probably be a bit
trip.
of equipment. Actually, it'd be
You're gonna buy a
What do I-
Magewell capture
what do I-
card, just
what
like
do
I told you.
Nah, yeah, probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, you would, because you're just like, you're gonna get it and you'll be like, fuck, I should have done this like years ago. Like, and now I don't have to deal with this bullshit.
I don't know if you can hear the music that well, because when I was listening to the stream earlier, like the music for the game was kind of low, the audio was low, but I fucking love the music in this section.
Could you actually hear it?
Earlier, when I was listening to you playing Turok, I couldn't hear anything, but maybe people have low standards in this chat. Unfortunately, they're here.
But I don't know. The weird thing, like, since my new job, since I have access to all this new equipment, I'm just like, I don't really need to buy anything for a long time.
You know what's great about this too is like when you get like the canon ending for Dead Rising 2, like this helicopter guy. I love he's so excited. It's like, hey, there he is. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He gets killed by a zombie in the helicopter. How does that happen?
Man, this is pretty impressive looking for a game that came out within like the first year.
No, Capcom games on Xbox 360 I still think are some of the nicest looking games. This Dead Rising, I think this looks better than any of the other Dead Risings that came out after it. Just the way it was made.
Well, apparently, like this game,
they
you
made this on
actually,
fucking
if you
dev
didn't
kit
have an
shit,
HD TV, you actually couldn't read the text. For it.
No, I didn't either. So when Otis called me, I was like, "You fucking bitch, Otis! You fucking bitch! Stop talking to me! I can't read what you're saying." I was like, "I gotta find survivors." I found all the survivors once, but I had to squint my eyes out. I had to fucking sit next to the TV like I was playing Duck Hunt, just to fucking save all these goddamn survivors. You know what I mean?
I remember all the devs just being like, "Why the fuck do we have to support SD TV?" And they would just like fucking slap it together in like an afternoon. So like that's probably part of the reason why we did it, because like we just hated doing SD TV stuff.
I think by like 2009, 10ish, most people were like, the LCD TVs, the OLED TVs, they were getting cheaper, so most people wanted that. I do remember though when I first hooked up my component cables to like my dad's old plasma TV, right, which is this giant fucking TV. I played this game. The first game I played, I was like, I'm gonna play fucking Dead Rising, and it screen burned in immediately. How many zombies were killed? I had this weird like screen burn in with like 7 and 3 and shit. Although because as you're killing the zombies, obviously it's changing, but like it was there long enough for the screen burn in. The life bar was there on the bottom left. The experience is like, fuck. I hope my dad doesn't notice. And the first thing he watches is hockey, and it's completely white, and you could fucking see that goddamn burn in, right? I could see it because I was looking for it. He didn't see it though. He didn't see it though. Thank God. I was like, I don't want to get my ass kicked. Not today. Not by my dad. Not by my old man.
All right, guys. Sorry for heading out here later, but I gotta get going. Okay.
Catch you later, Alex. I drop in, man.
Tara Patrick's calling. All right. See ya.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.
Later.
Bye bye. Let's see. Jackson's talking about his $500 still. He's gonna block it. He's gonna donate and block it. He's asking if it's gonna piss you off.
No, I don't care.
Better.
I don't care, man. It's up to you. If you want to cancel it, if you want to put it and then cancel it, that's fine with me. Because the only issue is you put the 500.
Plasma TVs were awesome.
And then you put the 500, then you want it back from me directly. The issue is going to be YouTube's going to take like a third of that. So
right.
don't expect it back from me. I mean, like, right. So you're more than welcome to do it and then block it. That's fine. I don't care. That's up to you.
Yeah, Ninja Masters Plasma TVs, I think were awesome. People had.
Dude, really... I still have my plasma upstairs. I've been meaning to like get rid of, but I'm like really thinking about taking it to get it fixed because I really like it.
Oh, okay. Yours is broken. My dad, the same one that I was talking about, like the Dead Rising, last year when I came back, it was still working. They've already gotten better TVs from them, but they have like, we'll put this in the guest room.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, it looks okay. It looks good still. It's better than what I got, you know. Sorry, no refunds. 361 ups. No. This is not the Bernie Sanders campaign. You can get refunds here.
Oh.
Oh,
No, no,
Bernie.
no politics. Stop it.
I'm not making a political statement. I said Bernie Sanders. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not gonna get you fucked over.
I mean, like, it's really one of those things where, like, I
Yeah,
follow the
honestly,
policy. A
I
lot of
don't
other
give a
guys
fuck.
do not, but yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I think it's all the same to me. It doesn't matter who's who. They're all the same. By the way, that's beautiful looking.
Get some good shots here.
Yeah, you gotta get some shots of this lady fall into her death.
Yeah.
She splats.
You know, let's not help her, even though we have a helicopter.
Johnny K has some contention with your labeling of retro. It's not
Hey!
but a good console. I agree.
fair enough. That's why I put the gigantic.
Some-
That's why I put the gigantic question mark next to it because I'm like, is it retro? I mean, like
no.
14 years old? No.
Everybody knows. Yeah, considering like back in like the PlayStation 1 era, there were murmurings of retro games being Super Nintendo. And I was like, that was like a few years ago. But everything's all like 3D. So
Wait, crap. Let me check watch.
it's Carlos, who you have to kill and bang his sister, Elizabeta. I think his name's Elizabeta. You know why Carlos is doing this, right? You remember in this game?
No, not at all.
Americans needed beef, so they fucking did some sort of weird experiments and all this shit, and all the beef that they were growing in his South American village basically created some sort of weird zombie brain thing in like cows, and it spread to people, and I think they just cleared out, and so he's bringing that shit to what happened to his fucking village to America. It's really stupid.
Oh.
Some about bees. I don't know.
Okay, how do I go back to the game now? Go watch, and then A? No?
Probably be back. I don't know.
How do I go back? I accidentally paused it, and apparently it was a mistake.
I guess the stream's a little bit delayed. Anyways, I'll be right back.
Do your thing. I might switch games, though. Because I'm like, ah, crap.
That's good. How long are you going to do this for, you think?
Maybe another 45 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to grab another beer then. I'll be right back.
Do your thing. Okay, I'll switch to Halo 4. Because I don't remember how to play this. Yeah, for me, like, so the plasma I had it from like 2006 all the way through like 4 months ago. And the issue that's going on with it now is like it has a power supply issue. So I guess you go take that and get it replaced. I just haven't bothered to do it yet, but still a great freaking plasma. Ah, 316, man. You know what's up. Yeah, clearly, CDI is a timeless console because ultimately it has Encyclopedia Britannica. And then, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like, plasmas, they're really hit or miss. It depends on the manufacturer. Like, for me, it was, my Magnavox plasma was just immortal. Like, it lasted a decade plus. And I just need to go... I haven't decided whether or not I want to get rid of it because it's only, like, a 720p 1080i, like, console. But, yeah. But yeah. Yeah. I was actually looking up like replacement parts for it. I think it was like 70 to 80 bucks to get it like back up and running. I guess I haven't done it yet. As you know, Jeremy, I'm very slow in terms of getting stuff fixed, as per that PlayStation you sent me. I have to say, Halo 4 looks pretty good. Like, I absolutely despised Halo 3, but yeah. Yeah, you are streaming with a world record holder for the speed run of Rise of the Robots on CDI. Just saying. Considering no one has claimed that title. You out of here, John? You have a good night, man. Thanks for dropping by. So I saw a worse Zelda game than the CDI version. Gotta expand on that one, John. Well, here's the so Seven Beatles. The thing that kind of like bothered me about his review of Trespasser was when I played that game back in God, when did that come out? Like 97, 98. I didn't have any of the problems he was really talking about. I thought the game actually operated pretty well, but I might have just been in the lucky camp of people who played that. Halo 5, Pistol of the Lore. I haven't made it to Halo 5 yet, but like ultimately I haven't bothered to upgrade to an Xbox One yet, so I'm like, meh. Not all heroes. Speedrun. Rise of the Robot on CDI. And see, the funny thing is, like, the CDI version of Rise of the Robots is probably the worst one. Because it has this, like, bullcrap power meter for when you throw punches. It's just awful. But yeah. But like I mean, like it has like arguably some of the better like background graphics and like title screen music and all that, but just oh man, I think in terms of playability, I think the 3DO version is probably the best. In terms of like how easy it is, I think the SNES version is probably better. But apparently, there was actually a Mega Drive version of it that wasn't released in North America of Rise of the Robots. Halo 5 tried to replace Master Chief with Gary Sue. Oh, pardon me. So wasn't like the whole plot of Halo 5 was like there was another Spartan who was going after him or something like that? Yeah, the low kick is the way to win. For sure. Or, depending on the bot you're fighting, a move, if you do a particular move, it usually locks them out where they only respawn in one way. It's just really funny. It's like I found like there was like I think like the second level, I don't know why I remember this, like if you do like a high punch, it just ducks low the entire time. And it just keeps doing it perpetually. Cadence of Hyrule, a roguelike game that weird. I don't know, because I always felt like all the Zelda games in CDI were pretty freaking awful. Like controls were bad, gameplay was bad, mechanics were bad. Like the top-down Explorer 1 was bad. And I feel like the only like Nintendo licensed game on the CDI that's actually like good, like Hotel Mario is a pretty solid game. Like I've spent a lot of time playing Hotel Mario. And I don't think it's like it gets far too much crap for how like decent of a puzzle platformer it is. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's almost 2 a.m. my time, so I'm getting kind of tired. I love how holograms in the future have scan lines. Speedrun Hotel Mario. I'm sure there's a way of doing that, but like I played Hotel Mario for like 8 hours like straight. We are boring you, yeah. No, my daughter just did not go to bed last night. From like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. last night, she was just getting up like every 20 minutes. But she was tired. But no, for Hotel Mario though, like speedrunning it, I think it's like impossible. But I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there who's figured out a way to get faster. But nah. I feel like from 3 to 4, they definitely figured out how to make this game quite a bit prettier.
They just made Cortana harder. That's what you're being tricked. You're being tricked. Nah, it does look great. It was Bungie. The last one they did was Halo 3, and then 343 took over for this one, right?
Yeah, that's about right actually. Because I found this game looked a lot prettier.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know. I have Halo 4. It's still brand new. So it came with my Xbox 360 that I bought here in Japan. $50, which is kind of crazy, right? For a Slim 4 years ago. With the Xbox 360 Slim with, I don't know what the hard drive is like, 250? Something like that.
So
with
the one
Tomb Raider and Halo 4.
So I have a Slim right in front of me, and its hard drive is only like 4 gigs. I'm like, God, why?
Jesus.
So I had to plug a flash drive into it to install a freaking GTA 5
Oh,
game.
this is the non-hard drive version, right?
Yeah, I'm like, why? Does that exist?
Yep.
But to be
Sorry,
fair,
Dixon, I'm back.
I didn't pay like hardly anything for it, so.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Well, John, so I never actually beat Hotel Mario. I'm about like 8 hours. I think I made it. I think Jimmy was on that stream. I had to like level like 50.
I joined in later, but I was there for the madness, I believe. So
the level where they like changed the floor to ice, and I'm like, why? Why would they do that?
The controls weren't bad enough.
The controls are actually pretty decent. It's the how long the game is and how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like the fucking hitboxes are wonky. Right?
Honestly, I feel like.
No.
I feel like Hotel Mario is one of the few games out there that, like, if you die, it's entirely your fault. The game isn't unfair in terms of control.
Okay. Well, I do know that like some of the jumping is dumb. Where it's like you have to jump and go back and then jump again, like for those caterpillar things. I will say that if one of you poor unfortunate souls, probably gonna be a hell, is dumb enough to bring your CDI with you to waste all that, you shouldn't because it's gonna waste. Look, all that extra gas. It's like driving an 18-wheeler.
I gotta get that wide load permit.
Samoans. What's that?
You get that wide load permit.
Yeah, right. Jesus, you strapping that on. But if you guys do bring that and have Hotel Mario, I want to play it just to say like, hey, I played it. I didn't know you were fighting Covenant people in Halo 4.
Oh yeah, you do for like the first part of it. Then you fight the weird robot.
And you fight those weird robots. Yeah, that's right.
It's like Halo 3. I really hated it, but it was like the end of the trilogy or whatever. Then like Halo 4 was just like fight something.
I kind of hated that Halo 3 really just brushed off the Arbiter because that was such a contentious thing with Halo 2. I loved the Arbiter because that's once again Keith David played his voice, and I was like, what the fuck? To me, that was a great twist, and I loved playing as the Arbiter with his limited fucking invisibility. I thought it was a cool from a story perspective, and it really got me in the game. I know that wasn't the majority opinion, but I just hated how they brushed him aside. Like, yeah, he's basically the second player.
Yeah, he's the co-op. He's the co-op action.
Yeah, but there's no like real like character development with him, and he's kind of just like not even really there. He could have not been there for the whole game, and it wouldn't have mattered. So I really didn't like that about Halo 3, but it's a fun game.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna grab some more wine. Give me 1 sec.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
I'll chit chat with the. There's 19 people watching here.
Keep
13
entertained.
thumbs up. Yeah, 1 thumbs down. I think I know why. Not related to me, obviously. Oh wait, yeah, it's definitely related to me. But get them thumbs ups. I will unthumbs up my thumb up if you guys start giving more thumbs up. Yeah, but the Xbox Slim is a good model, but it does need a hard drive disk. I remember the old arcade though; that had like 256 megabytes of memory in there, flash memory. Pretty ridiculous. Cheaper option though. 316 what ups, Halo 3, fun game. I'm a big fan of Halo 1 and 2. 3 I think is a better playing game. Obviously, it should be, but nostalgia maybe. 4 I've never played. Halo I never finished it. Thought it was a good game though. Yeah, I remember when I got a 360. I pre-ordered that shit and I got Dead or Alive 3, and I rented Halo and I was like, this is the game. This is actually the game to get for the Xbox. Those magazines weren't lying. Made me love first-person shooters game.
I remember when
Sorry.
when like Halo like it dropped like a couple trailers and like they were bought out by Microsoft. They're like, oh, Halo's never gonna come out because like the first trailer we got was this cool like chase sequence.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah, Halo was the first official soundtrack for a game I ever bought. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. I did buy the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time official quote-unquote soundtrack, which was terrible. It had like 13 tracks on it. I bought a bunch of soundtracks, but I didn't realize they were all bootlegs, even though I was paying full price for them or more, which is terrible. Yeah, but this Halo 4 looks pretty good. I heard it was all right. So I was always
in terms
looking
of like,
forward to
I'm liking
playing
like
eventually.
the graphics. I played it a little bit before the stream. The graphics I like. The fact you can't really
How's the
gather
sound design?
ammo the same way. It seems fine. The ammo collection's annoying because like Covenant weapons, you have to pick up a whole new Covenant weapon to reload. So it's like pointless.
Oh, what? That's a good name. Yeah.
Mm. I'm like, that's a bad design choice right there.
Oh no.
So
No Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack. It's good music, but nope. There are some Sonic anniversary soundtracks that I thought about getting, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the Sonic Adventure soundtrack. So even though it's terrible,
Oh.
but it's like terribly good, right?
Did the stream get a thumbs down?
Oh, it was like way earlier.
Oh,
I think it was
fun.
when we were talking. This is before Alex came on too.
Oh yeah.
It's like whatever. Who cares?
I really don't. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I got like 2 videos at the can for folks, but streams are gonna happen, so sorry.
I think it's probably more like, what are these guys talking about this for? Why aren't you talking about exactly what I'm watching on the screen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, you know, what is that old quote about Lincoln or whoever? He pleases the people half the time. I don't know. Fuck people. Except for everybody in the chat right now. You're all lovely. Except for Jeremy Dixon. Because he has it out for me. We're going to have our panel.
Yeah,
you're gonna come.
you two aren't friends.
Yeah, we're not. No lack of love lost here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. Like, are you gonna come to Ground Control in Portland?
I'm gonna try for sure.
Afterwards? We should definitely go there and just kind of chill and hang out. You're coming in on Friday, correct? Not Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be driving on Friday.
Okay. You will be here till Monday, or there till Monday. Sega did have the best music, John Rogers. You're correct. That's what I was always telling people. Like, I love Nintendo music. I think like Koji Kondo and all these people, Zelda, great soundtrack, Mario. They don't really ever change. You might want to say like, oh well, Mario, Galaxy, very orchestral, but it's all kind of the same.
Jeremy says, "You don't understand. I'm joking, right?"
No, Dick Dixon. You don't understand that I'm not joking. We're doing our panel about the Dixon hate. we're gonna like fucking like totally be like, this guy's been like basically nothing but nice to us, but fuck him because we're asshole YouTubers, right? We're YouTubers, man. You got to be an asshole to everybody. That's how you get all those big super bucks. No, I've always said Sega had like the most innovative for like the console manufacturers. Sega's always been number one with music, because you might like a certain soundtrack from Nintendo better than anything from Sega, but like as far as variety and just like they get all bases covered, it's the best. I think Panzer Dragoon is like a better sounding soundtrack than anything that Nintendo's ever made, and I love Nintendo soundtracks, so just saying. Just played. I had the CD, the Sega Best of Sega Music. So good. Everything on the Dreamcast was like fucking fantastic. Like Skies of Arcadia, Jet Set Radio, Shenmue, Nappletail. Good lord.
The number one career of choice for young people is YouTuber. Yeah.
It is. It's been like that for a few years.
I believe that.
People, because they see they're onto the thing. Like me and you, it could be any old fuck doing this right now. You know, like I don't consider myself a YouTuber. I don't think you do either. But some people are like, fucking YouTuber fag. Yeah, you know, like I don't know. I'm not really into.
Like
that
he
whole,
called
like,
me a YouTuber.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I've brought that up with people. Like, don't try to lie like you're anything else. I do this as a hobby. This is a leisure time for me. So I do take, not offense, but I take umbrage with being called a YouTuber, because I'm not here to be like, hey guys, trendy news. But I guess in the end of the day, you do shit on YouTube, you're a YouTuber. But people see that as like, I don't have to work hard. I can be some dumbass talking head.
I feel like, yeah,
I can
like
talk about 1080p games on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, I feel like it really depends on your. If you're like a driven, creative person, I think YouTube is definitely a way, like for outlet for folks. But yeah, I mean, there's. Then there are other humans where like they rely on like media production teams to get them content, which that's because they're like their parents are rich.
Right. There's people who don't really care, and they can just spend all day on it, and then eventually they'll get picked up because people want to be on teams. That's what I noticed. Like, you know, you talked about all like these news YouTube channels for like retro games of all things, right? But it's like some people, like, this person is talentless and a loser just like me, but I'm on his team. You know, we still have that very like basic clan type of, you know. Yeah. I'm one of his team members. I'm a Patreon for him. So there's a little bit of that. I think the worst thing in the world.
I think the only like thing I would love about if I ever made like that particular step in life would be that you're beholden to no one aside from just the content you're making.
Yeah.
It's like you really don't have a boss. You're just there doing your work.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could make it that way, no matter what you do, more power to you. As long as you're not, like, hurting people.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Right? But, yeah, it just seems like an easy way out. And that's like the joke is, like, you could be a talentless hack and still make it on YouTube. Yeah, I don't have to work hard. I don't have to learn any sort of skills. I can just talk in front of the camera. You know.
See, I wanted to be a paranormal investigator.
That sounds pretty badass.
My counselor yelled at me for being stupid.
My counselor yelled at me for wanting to do art.
Oh.
Yeah.
You dummy.
No, it was like the funniest thing.
Yeah, my wife got her degree in art.
Yeah, God bless her.
Yeah. She wanted to quit college, and I'm like, nope, you don't get to quit. You got to get your degree, because if I die, you need that piece of paper to help you out. That's just my thought.
Yeah, I did art. I got accepted to the University of South Carolina, where I got my degree in art, and I changed it from art to poli-sci of all things when I was a freshman. Really? It's because I hated the art department, and plus they fucked me over with my credits.
Yeah, my wife, she absolutely hated the art department at Boise State. Like, just because they were so subjective in terms of like quality and stuff like that. She's like, I'm a better artist than you are, and you're critiquing me lower. She hated it.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb. Like the people in the art program is what made me like, I can't do art. That was ultimately the main thing. But it's funny, like 361 ups in the chat. Like, get a job, hippie, 1970s to 2019, get a job, YouTuber. I'll tell you what though, man, maybe controversial, but those hippies, at least they were chill. These YouTubers, man, they have like all sorts of like weird. I don't know if it's like
going to the forest and filming people committing suicide.
Yeah, this weird kind of like need to be. I mean, not saying that hippies weren't looking for to be accepted, but like this weird like, there's no chill with these YouTube fucks.
Shut
I mean,
back. Oh yeah.
and the more chill they seem on camera, I guarantee you, the less chill they are in person. They're like fucking manic, depressive, fucking crazy people.
I believe
These hippies, all they want to do is smoke weed and have sex. They didn't want to go to Vietnam. You know, I mean, that's like, wow, I could agree with like all three of those things. Shit, maybe I'm a hippie. I work though, so I don't know. I guess I can't be a hippie.
So yeah, Ninja Master. Speaking of teams, do you think e-teams are a growing thing?
Yes.
Yeah, actually. So I had to do a thing not too long ago with the National Guard where I had to go and support a e-sports event for a Boise State University.
No, you did not.
I did.
It was America's Army that they were playing.
No. They were playing Overwatch, and I happen to actually be really decently good at Overwatch. So like I got drafted for it. I'm like, I don't want to, but all right, fine. And I was trying to impress this colonel I was working for at the time, because he just loved to chew my ass about stuff. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do this for you, provided you lay off on me a bit. I'll do your damn esports.
Okay.
Because it was like he.
How'd it go though? Yeah.
It went decently well. I mean, like we performed okay.
God bless.
So like it wasn't like a shutout or anything like that. So I mean, like for a National Guard team playing against the collegiate level Overwatch team for Boise State University, we fared decently.
Ooh.
It gotta be footage somewhere. I wasn't a host. I was playing on the National Guard team. I think I would have fared better as a host.
That'd be more fun, I think, honestly, at the end of the day.
Oh my god, he's got destroyed.
I'll see this in a second, I guess.
But no, it was interesting stuff.
All right.
But ultimately, that's where a lot of the talent's going to be, because like the National Guard, we need like National Guard and Army. We need folks who are like highly educated with computers and systems like that, because we need them for our comms, our signal corps.
Comms division. Yeah.
Yeah.
This level's kind of cool though with the floaty shit.
It's kind of neat.
You ever played Doom 2016?
I haven't played that
Not
one
yet,
actually.
right?
Yeah.
Dude, that game's so awesome. Are you gonna get a PS4? Because I will give you my copy of Doom.
One day.
All the DLCs
I guess
free.
I'm just not motivated by a new generation console because I'm like, meh.
Well, you haven't gotten the Switch,
Well,
so you have
the Switch. I'm kind of like, it just doesn't impress me in any way, shape, or form.
Thank you.
And so, like with the
we're in the minority here, by the way.
I know.
Whenever I tell people when I had a Switch and I was like, I don't really like it, I'm gonna sell it. They're like, they lose respect for me. Some people like they've joked about it, but you can tell that they're kind of serious.
Return to Battlefield and single player campaign. That's kind of ridiculous.
What?
Watch this. Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
Okay, that's pretty stupid. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about like the Battlefield game. It's like, well, yeah, we're gonna do a Switch version, but it's single player only, and everyone's like, yeah, it's better that way. I thought that for a second. I was like, what? Okay, it's just weird Halo bullshit mechanics.
Yeah.
Dreamcast guy threatened to send angry mob at people laughing at his thumbnails on YouTube. Really? Wow.
I call it so Dreamcast guy, Spawnwave, RGBT85. I call that the "Where am I" thumbnail design.
Yeah, like the what?
How did I get here? What?
Well, what? How I get here? What happened? Face, right?
Like, how did I get inside a YouTube thumbnail? I'm confused.
Yeah. All right, Sivdung is destroying the my image of like hippies. Read 60s commune journals, mean-spirited politics and banks. I know human beings are just fucking assholes. I hate them.
Oh god.
But I love them too. I have a love-hate relationship with human beings. I can't get rid of him. I want him to do well, but I also hate him. I don't have the money to like get away from human beings, so it's like, God damn it!
I want to go to Mars. Ah.
I want to go to Mars. Elon Musk does not reply to my DMs. I'm sorry.
He doesn't take my emails seriously.
316 when I played Doom 2016 on Switch. Oh my god, like 30 frames per second. How do you live with yourself? RIP Battlefield series. I guess Rex Warden. Hey, what's up, dude? Yeah, I don't know. What's up with Battlefield?
Oh god, we got ammo.
Just a big DLC cash cow. We don't have that Alex guy around anymore, as far as I know.
Well, I remember apparently Yahel got himself into some hot water by making fun of Dreamcast guy.
Oh, really? What did he do?
He was making jokes about 1080p. And like that got him in trouble.
On his stream or on his stream?
Oh no, like on Twitter. He was making jokes about it.
Oh, what the hot water are you gonna get in? Who's?
Well, I guess he angered like Spawnwave and
oh fuck that guy.
and RGB85 or whatever.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, I thought it was hysterical, and I'm like, really?
I have to check this out.
I thought it was a bad job. I think it was Bob or something was telling him that.
Yeah, dude, Bob
has his ear to the underground for sure.
Yeah, Bob. Here's the thing about Bob. Me and Bob get along real well, but Bob ain't afraid to be like a dick to people, just like out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, all those people except for RGT85. I talked to him about him once. And he was like, "Yeah, I actually like him because like I think he interviewed him once, but I don't think he really does. I think he just likes him because he interviewed him."
Mm.
I think Bob is the kind of guy who's like, fuck all these people. like honestly, especially Dreamcast guy.
Well, I think Bob, like, what is Bob's background? Is he an engineering background or something like those lines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he probably he knows people are bullshitting their tech knowledge or whatever.
Right. He used to work computer systems kind of stuff, and he'd be the first one to tell you that he's not as talented or knowledgeable as like his cohorts, the Voltars or the HD Retrovisions, obviously, the DB Electronics, but he's humble in a few ways. I think he undersells himself, but he's just a fucking bro. So hopefully, over in Portland, we'll be having some fucking good times just drinking. I don't think he's a drug guy, so me, you, and him, we can have a good time drinking.
Yeah, I can drink.
Coked out of his mind. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, will be coked out of his mind. He's hanging out with Alex. Bad influence. These game devs. Does Loving May from Overwatch make 7 Beat of Doom a chubby chaser? No.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Does she? Okay. Well, I was gonna say no because most chubby chicks don't look as good as a cartoon character from Overwatch, but this is how it is. But yeah, sure. You know what though? Everybody's obsessed with the THICC these days. You know what I mean? I'll watch anything and everybody's like, oh, they're so thick. Very different from like 20 years ago.
See, Jeremy says, do people really give a shit about what Z-list internet celebrities?
No.
Zero fucks about what real
celebrities
say.
What? There are people. Yeah, there are.
I'm sure there are folks out there that care.
Yeah.
I just like for me, like my experience has been like, yeah, I've been around forever, and I've seen a lot of folks rise up. And I'm like, oh, I saw that guy. I'm like, oh, he'll get big. He'll get big. Yeah. He'll get big. Just
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like they'll get big, but like they don't get big too as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. Weird. There were folks who were like, I'm like, oh, that guy's definitely gonna get big, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, why isn't this guy exploded yet? Like, God,
sometimes it takes a while.
I'm trying to remember what channel it was that like makes absolutely phenomenal stuff, and he has been for years. Australian guy.
Wood.
No, not Wood. It's
no, fucking with you. Good lord.
God, what's his name?
Australia. Saint Spices.
Leftover Culture.
Oh, yep. Leftover Culture. Bruiser. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy. Like, I'm kind of shocked he didn't blow up.
I thought he was huge when I first heard about him, but Yeah, I think he's got less subs than both of us
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah, he does somehow. It was kind of weird.
It
Like,
was weird.
he
He was
slowed
like
he slowed
he was
down.
like honestly the hottest. Yeah, he slowed down. I think that's what you know how it
Yeah,
is. You slow down, you lose that momentum, and
yeah.
YouTube basically says "fuck you." But, yeah. There's a few times where I never really had like like what do you call it's direct interaction with him. And every time I had a chance, he was a little bit like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, so whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything against him, but I know a lot of people love his shit. They've shot him out like to oblivion, but like he never, as they say in the wrestling, he never really got over, which is weird because he
Yeah.
was a hot commodity back when we first started out.
Oh yeah.
He was very small, but he was like, he had this cool lighting, he had good fucking opinions on shit. I
Good
would say
effects. Yeah.
good effects, yeah, and it was really solid shit. And I was like, oh yeah, this guy will be like, back then 20,000 was a huge number, right? It's like this guy will be 20,000 in a couple months. No, this is weird.
Let's see, Ian, is the plot of Red Dawn remake better than Kano Lynch 2? They're both awful.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because Kano Lynch 2 doesn't even explain how they got really off the island or what happened to his daughter. It was just, let's go to Hong Kong and be terrible people in Hong Kong. And the Red Dawn remake is just like, hey, what
It's a
would happen
social
if
statement.
somehow North Korea was
China,
basically
but I mean
China?
North Korea. Yeah, but I mean North Korea because
Yeah, and
we want to sell our movie.
and they're clearly allies with Russia, despite the fact Russia and China really aren't friends.
Yeah, not for
Yeah.
like 60 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's both like no comment. It's like
Yeah.
Jesus. Can't really say anything about any
Halo
of them.
4 multiplayer was really good. I never actually checked it out. I'm sure it's actually. I wonder if it's still going or not.
Halo, I played a little bit of Halo 3, right, on multiplayer, and this is when I was living in Japan still.
I
I bought
Halo
a
4 multiplayer.
monitor. Well, here's the thing: I bought a monitor, and that was the first game I played with the VGA.
Ooh.
It was awesome. It looked great, but my lag was so shitty that I don't know. Like I was like, I don't know what killed me. Why am I shot this guy 8 times in the head. He's not dead. What the fuck's going on? And I was like, okay, I can't play Halo online anymore because the lag is so shitty.
Hmm.
And I had better internet than I ever had in America because it just by default it was like 100 megabytes upload download by in 2008 or 7. That was like amazing, right? So it was just shit. I just hated it. So I imagine like Halo 4 I'd probably have the
Yeah.
same experience. And I hate multiplayer because people are such dicks.
So I hated.
Not in a fun way.
Yeah, for me, I hated Halo 3 multiplayer just because it was. Everyone always had the battle, not the battle rifle they had because it's a standard assault rifle. They'd all close and melee, close and melee. It was rinse repeat.
Yeah.
That was the endless cycle you got with that game. So it was
Nah.
just so boring.
You know what game I did love, even though like the lag was even worse, was they had like Battlefield 1943 on
Oh
Xbox 360.
god, I loved that, the arcade.
I think we've talked
the
about
arc-
this
yeah.
before.
I love
Yeah,
the
it
crap
was
out of
like
that.
small, relatively small maps, but like it's the Battle of Midway.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
because like what was the one? It was like they had one that was just all nothing but aerial combat. It's like you're just constantly launching off carriers and fighting each other.
That one. Okay, yeah.
I love that map. God, that was fantastic.
John Rogers is questioning my abilities in gaming. Did you know I have 80,000 gamer score, bitch? Come on. I just beat the fucking Saints Row 2 dev in gamer score.
Oh yeah.
I got the ability, bro. No, like that game was so cool with like all the different options and yeah, man.
I'm kind of shocked. I feel like Halo 4 looks way better than it should for
Oh, it looks like
360.
this gen, at least like with the
Yeah.
YouTube, the way it renders
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah, like
It looked fucking amazing.
yeah, I feel like like Halo 4 looks way better than it should for a 360.
You know what though? Like I when I play like Xbox original games, I always think like this looks like it's on Xbox 360, like certain games anyway. Battlefield 1942 is a gem. Yes, sir, it is. That was like one game that was like full multiplayer that even though like I had shitty lag and I had I had such awful comments from people. Like, nowadays people always bitch about like, oh, I got mean comments. I should show you my fucking comments from like 2010 or whenever the fuck it was released. Battlefield 1943. And they can see like what region you're at, and people would just send the meanest shit. And they're like, I don't give a fuck. It's funny. These people are sad.
I remember getting banished to the shit talking arena of Xbox Live when I used to play Modern Warfare.
Oh, dude, Modern Warfare was always the worst.
That was like the most toxic community of players just in the history of games.
I actually used to just turn off the microphone and be like, ah, fuck this.
Yeah.
But here's what it was like back in those days. What I would find more often than not was just people just screaming as much terrible shit they could, which was just annoying because it wasn't like funny. It was just like, okay, did you just learn these words or? And the second thing was people blazing their shitty music through their mic, like people with the cars. It's like no one wants to hear your shitty music, dude. It's not even your music. Okay, you're sad. And then a bunch of people complaining about everything, every little thing, in like high pitched squealy voices. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So, well, I'm just gonna play without the mic on. I'm just gonna play smart without the mic. I'll just pretend like maybe I don't have all my senses. How would a deaf person play this game? Oh, they'd really like this game because they don't have to hear the bullshit. Oh, great! This is the Microsoft
they would
accessibility.
love this game.
Yep.
Well, all right, we are closing on 2 a.m. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream now. But I want to thank everybody who's joined the stream and hanging out as long as you have. I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday evening, and I'll maybe be back later this weekend. We'll see. But I definitely want to thank you guys for hanging out. And if you guys do not know who Jimmy Hoppa is, I highly suggest you go check out his channel. Definitely worth the checkout.
Most of the same old folks as usual, which is good.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for the super chats too, by the way.
Oh yeah,
it's
really
gonna
appreciate
pay for
yeah.
Ian's beers or new equipment.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, but you guys have stream's over. All right, you guys have a fantastic day.
Well,
all right, bye.
Bye. Good night.